I'm so glad that scene transition worked too. Because I was like, oh, I didn't even test out to see if like the audio channels would lower appropriately. But hi everyone! Welcome everyone to Uppies for Beauties and Baddies, the BIPOC POC experience, where I, your host, Blaze at Midnight, the baddest dragon queen Vtuber here on Twitch, invites some incredibly talented creatives to spend a little time with me while getting grilled in the Dragon's Den. Today we have Tiffany Witcher!
Hi, everyone.
Discussing themselves, their journey into content creation, and anything else they wish to speak their truth on. Mods drop the socials, viewers peep the chat, and be sure to follow these beauties and baddies to know where it's at. Time to celebrate and elevate. Let's get it poppin'. Hi, Tiffany.
Hi.
It's so great to have you here on the show.
It's great to be here.
Yay! Care to elaborate who you are and what your content focuses on, your pronouns, all that stuff. Riz the chat.
Good. All right. I'll do my normal Riz. Good time zone. My name is Tiffany Witcher, otherwise known as the VTubing Charity Witch on Twitch. I'm an accessibility advocate, voice actor, and charity streamer that's done now over 80 charities on this platform in the road to reach to 100 charities on Twitch. I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Bunny Girls, lots of Warhammer, and horror. So thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here, and yes.
Oh, such a pleasure to have you here. So for those of y'all who have never been to an Uppies for Beauties and Baddies episode, this is the podcast / talk show that I've curated, actually very inspired by Tiffany Witcher. Mainly just because I got tired of seeing people who would come into my stream and be like, well, who's this person? Who's this person? And eventually one person even said, who's Tiffany Witcher? And I was like, oh no, we're going to change this. We're going to change this and make sure that the people who inspire me on a daily basis, as well as people who I think deserve a platform in this sphere, a place to speak on, and also show their stuff, show their talent, all that stuff, I give them this platform so that way you guys not only get put onto great creators, but you can also hear their story, get inspired by some of the stuff that we talk about today, and maybe, find something that you really connect with most of the creators that I invite onto the show. So, but yeah, today we have nothing activity-wise planned other than just chatting.
Yes.
If you guys want to ask questions, you're more than welcome to do so. We may do a mix of like interjecting some of the chat questions with some of the questions that I have lined up for Tiffany, but also we tend to wait till the last few minutes of the stream to address a lot of chat questions. But feel free to, drop some questions in chat if you have them. Myself or the mods will grab them and we'll get to them as we go. And without further ado, let's hop to it. So, Tiffany, how did you get into content creation?
A friend of mine was like, you'd be good at like streaming. You're a good talker and all that stuff. And I was like, I'll give it a try. I'm kind of bored. My husband at the time was working as a full-time chef at a restaurant, and my son was at school all day, so I really had nothing to do. And he's in chat right now.
Yes.
So I was like, I'll give streaming a try. And then I did my first stream and I had a good time. And then I kind of just kept doing it. And then this is where I am today.
Awesome. So, and you said, somebody introduced you into content creation? Was it like a friend?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a friend, yeah.
Gotcha. It's always like people in like our circles that just be like, you know what? Let me put you on this thing.
Yeah. It'd be like that.
Okay. So when you first started streaming, what did your original stream setup look like?
I was an IRL streamer, so I had like a normal white background and a normal white background and like um I guess like just like you know kind of like a boring kind of a setup. So yeah, it was just like it's just normal, just nothing, just and then I started like adding. I put the computer and I got when I started streaming, I got enough money to build my own computer, and I was like, okay, well I can build a computer in my room and stop using my husband's because he was kind of like, can I have my computer back? Yeah, we put a banner behind me at one point. It was like a cute little
Oh,
banner I did for charity stuff when I was doing charity stuff at conventions.
that's so sweet.
And like yeah, I moved into our bedroom and then I started adding my own flair with my Nendoroids in the background, my desk and things like that. And then, I got into VTubing.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Also, real quick, because I noticed tech things at the last moment.
What's wrong?
Do we want to try Video Ninja? Because I don't know why, but your model's lagging a bit on
Oh
NVNet.
no.
I don't know why it's doing that.
I see that now. Oh my god, I am lagging.
Yeah, just like no. VTube Studio, please.
Oh, I think it is V2 Studio. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because we're smooth on my end. Like I'm like, if you look at V2 Studio, we're smooth, but like for some reason I'm just lagging.
Huh.
No.
Let me see. I'm trying to test it. Sorry, guys. We're troubleshooting real quick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see that now. That's so weird.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
I don't know if... Yeah, because it's... Why is it doing this?
Yeah, you see.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you want, we can try Video Ninja.
Okay, I'll leave and then
Okay.
I'll give you my Video Ninja real fast.
Okay. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. VTube Studio been acting crazy, so...
It really has.
How do I leave? I forgot how to leave. Hold on.
Oh.
Leave. There it goes. Okay. I'll give you let me give you a code real fast.
Okay.
Return.
Also, welcome in, Mono. Welcome in, Kelsey. Hi. We're doing another episode of Uppies for Beauties and Baddies. We're running into a little bit of tech issues, so bear with us just real quick, and we will get Tiffany back in here and chat with me.
I think orange would be good.
Tech has misbehaved like all day today. Like, I'm still ready to fight MIU. I still haven't forgotten about that.
Okay. Here's the hex code. I'll give you the hex code real fast.
Okay.
My computer will allow me. I'm getting a new computer soon. I'm so happy. Ah, why wouldn't you paste, please? Oh, why didn't you paste? You silly bitch. Why did you do that?
Not this.
I'm sorry. Okay, let's try this again. Can you please paste? Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. All right. And then Video Ninja. Video.
Got it. There we go.
Okay. And then camera. Oh, why won't you do the thing? Oh no.
Oh.
Allow? Yes. Okay. Cannot start. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Thank you for the hydrate reminder.
Where's the VTube Studio? No. Is it? Wait, do I not have my thing on? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Allow this, allow that. Where is it? Eh.
No timer for these episodes, Echo.
Okay, so why won't you The virtual camera is acting.
You're
Doesn't
good.
want to. It's not picking up the virtual camera.
No. Did you? Let me see.
Yeah, it says activate virtual camera.
Do you have
I'm about to
virtual
be
cameras started in OBS?
Yeah, I do. I'm about to be
Huh.
real ghetto with this. Hold on. Give me a second. I got an idea because this is pissing me off. Okay, I shouldn't have any sound or anything, so we're just gonna game capture on my OBS. Okay, green.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah, this is not, this is no bueno. I'm not dealing with this. Okay,
It is a troubleshooting stream, silly.
okay.
We love the scuff.
We love the scuff. Why aren't you 19 by 20 by 1080? Why aren't you 1920 by 1080? Why are you being difficult? Why you gotta be difficult? Alright. Okay.
Also, welcome in, Glee.
Alright. This is start virtual camera. Oh my god, I'm like going through hoops to get this.
Listen,
Right.
it be like that sometimes with tech. They don't want us to be great.
OBS virtual camera. There he goes. Okay. Oh my god. And then turn off my audio source. No audio, please.
Okay.
Alright, cool. No audio. Okie dokie. And
Oh, Mono's good
Sorry.
people. You're in a good place, I promise. I will treat you with the utmost kindness, but also welcome in. We're doing a little bit of tech
wrong thing.
troubleshooting. Oh.
that was the color code I gave you. Wrong thing, my bad.
Oh my god, not you typing it in chat.
The wrong thing. Oh my god, I'm so dumb.
Oh gosh.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, thank you.
You were
Listen,
welcome.
at least it wasn't the video ninja link.
No.
And it's just like everybody just takes this. Like, I don't know what this link is for, but I guess I'll see Tiffany over here.
It's a hex. It's a hex code. It's okay.
Oh man. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I see why. Hold up. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it because ooh, we cannot see you. We cannot see you. Hang on, I'm fixing it. Wait, I put that in. That's the hex code that I used. Oh, I'm gonna have to play with this. Oh lord. Oh lord, because you are showing very, very weird on my screen right now.
I can try a different hex code.
Oh, there we go. Wait. No, we got it.
Okay.
We got it. Yes. I'm a genius.
Yay.
I'm a genius. Yes. Hold up. I'm gonna show y'all. Tiffany's still here. I promise.
I'm here.
I
I'm
promise.
here.
I just gotta play with some things. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We got this. Okay.
I'm eating
Alright.
my barbecue chicken sandwich. It's fine.
No, you're good. We're here! Yay!
It worked.
Yes, you're back. Yay! The smoothing. Let's go.
Oh, my eyes.
Oh, wait. Do I need to adjust this some more?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. Hang on. I can fix it. Okay. Is that?
Maybe because I picked green. I don't know why. I don't know which color is the right color to pick. Cause I got like yellow eyes, reddish yellow eyes, black hair. I can't find a color. Unless I pick white. No, then I can't pick white because I have the buckles. I have to ask my. Oh, it's getting. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. It's fine. Ah!
Oh, it looks better? Okay, I'll put you back. I didn't know.
It's okay.
Okay.
I don't care if I have an outline. It's fine. I don't care.
Okay. 'Cause I was like as good as I could get it without
all
it
good.
freaking out. Oh goodness. I'm sorry, y'all. We're back. But also welcome in. For those of y'all just joining the stream, welcome everyone to Uppies for Beauties and Baddies, the BIPOC POC experience where I, your host, Blaze at Midnight, the baddest Dragon Queen VTuber here on Twitch, invite some incredibly talented creatives to spend a little time with me while getting grilled in the Dragon's Den. Today we have Tiffany Witcher discussing themselves,
Yes.
their journey into content creation, and anything else they wish to speak their truth on. Mods drop the socials, viewers peep the chat, and be sure to follow these beauties and baddies to know where it's at. Time to celebrate and elevate it. Let's get it poppin'. Whew.
Let's try again. Take two.
Take two. And also those just joining, if you have any questions that you want to ask our lovely guests for today, please feel free to drop them in chat. We will try our best to address them at the end of stream. Myself and the mods will be collecting them. So, but welcome in.
Happy to be here.
So, another question that I'm gonna throw your way. What platforms or spaces do you feel you have formed the most bonds with other creatives as yourself?
Probably Twitch.
Okay.
I think Twitch is like, because I met so many creatives through Twitch, and then like, you know, the Twitch Guild and Twitch, the creative program and all these things. I think Twitch is probably the most I've built, meeting people and stuff like that.
Nice.
I even met my mods. Well, some of my mods, not all of them, but a good number of them.
That's awesome. Is it just mainly just because they find your stream, or is it like through navigating through like, you know, shared communities, or how do you usually meet most of the people that you find on Twitch?
I don't meet, well, I mean, I guess a lot of people come up here to meet me, or like they happen to be in the area, like a convention or something. I've met, and then like every year me and my mods get together and we go to a convention called YetiCon and we meet up, which is really awesome because like it's a really awesome convention and we just hang out, have fun, get massages.
Nice.
It's really awesome. It's really awesome. But yeah, I don't get to like, I can't personally go out and meet people because of my conditions.
Right.
But people come up and meet me sometimes, so it's very flattering. It's very flattering.
Oh, that's so happy. When it comes to your content, what is something that makes you stand out as a creative? I love it when I get to the questions that kind of stump some of my guests.
I think that being a Black VTuber that has achieved a lot, from hosting, be able to give an award at a award show with people like Ryan Reynolds, to how many awards I've personally won, to, you know, charity work, the charity work I've done and accomplished, or like, I think those things make me stand out. Like the accomplishments that I've achieved, especially as a Black VTuber that don't get the same opportunities as everyone else. I think those are the little things that separate me from other people. I think I guess in a sense you could say it's my advocacy that does that. So yeah, I think it's my advocacy that separates me from other people.
And I love that because you've done a lot of advocacy work for obviously for, you know, Black people, Black Indigenous people of color, for charities, even for a multitude of communities even. So if there was like one thing that you advocate for pretty frequently, or just something that you feel like just really accomplished in, what would that be?
I think I feel the most I felt an accomplishment was being the only VTuber with in the top 5 of Tiltify that's done the most charities.
Yes.
I'm number 3.
Yes, because I remember. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was number 3 at the time. I don't know if that is the same case because I kind of like slowed down for my health, but being like in the top 5 of something for advocacy was just like, damn, that's big. And that's big for me. So it's those things that like makes me proud of myself. And I think seeing like, winning awards, of course, and being recognized is always a bonus. Um Especially for like, and like even this month when you find you like being picked for the Black Brilliance thing,
Yes.
it was one of those moments when I got the email. I was like, what? And I read over it because it looked like just a normal Black Brilliance email until I took a second peek at it, and I was like, oh. My husband was like, oh, and I was like, oh. So I think it's like, because I've been through a lot on this platform, and I think it's like I feel like I'm finally getting my flowers, like and it's not something I truly wanted to go after, is getting my flowers. It's more the sense that I have done so much. I feel I deserve it.
Yes.
I feel I deserve flowers at times. And I feel so thankful that I'm finally being recognized, especially at the start of this year, because last year was just terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm very, very happy to like be recognized. I'm just very happy to be recognized and get my flowers.
And this is one of the reasons why, and my community
Cool.
can also tell you, vouch
Mm-hmm.
for this as well. This is why I speak so highly of you in my space, especially on stream, because of so much that you do on this platform, and even like in certain shared communities that I'm a part of, because I am a part of Brown Girl Gamer Code, and I'm one of the community events co-chairs of that community. And I know sometimes we talk about like, inviting guests or like people who we would love to hear, speaking about content creation or like charities or like anything that I feel like others could potentially benefit from. And so you bringing up the fact that you were recognized as number 3, as doing a lot of charity work through Tiltify. That's something that I brought up, I think, around the time at the event, where I can't remember what topic that we were touching on, but it was something that made me speak out about that, because I saw you make that post on Twitter and I was like, oh my god, look at Tiffany who were recognized as number 3. Because like that's
Yeah,
a
it's so
huge
good.
accomplishment. Like not many people, if at all, on Twitch can say that they've reached a lot of the heights that you've managed to reach in
Yeah.
your content creation career. And I think that's very admirable, and should be recognized for how much that you do in the community to help others. And I know, charity work isn't like, the, oh, well, I'm the, good person, type beat
Yeah,
thing.
no.
But still, it's just like you going out of your way and putting in so much work into a lot of the things that you do, is something that I greatly admire. I can't speak for anybody
Mhm.
else, but it's something that I see when it comes to viewing other content creators in terms of what they do in this space, outside of just entertaining. Because like anybody can
Mhm.
well, most people who pursue content creation that are relatively good at it can entertain, but what else do you do outside of that spectrum is what I
Yeah, 100%.
want to try and get into, when it comes to like, you know meeting a new content creator, and if it's something that not necessarily me looking for a benefit from them, but just more so like
Mhm.
I want to see who Tiffany Witcher is,
Right.
instead of just like, oh well, you play games and stuff, that
Mhm.
type of thing.
Mhm.
So
It so one of the things that inspired me to like make Twitch a better place for content creators was like, you see like a lot of people that are rich and famous, and they get in trouble and they're like, well, I give to charity, and I sit there and I'm like, does not make you a good person. That makes you a person that just gives to charity. Anyone can give to
right.
charity. Absolutely anyone can give to charity. It's what you do outside of giving the charity and how you affect people's lives is going to show that if you're a good person or not. I don't necessarily think I'm a good person. I'm just a person out here trying to help. I don't, and I hate the term good person. I think there's such thing as a kind person.
Yes.
And good does not necessarily mean kind. So I think of myself as a kind person. I will help you when you need it. I try to be there for people, all these things. I don't necessarily think of myself as a good person because I don't think there's any such thing as a truly a good person. I think everyone has a chance to being, you know, a person that does good but is not good behind closed doors.
Exactly.
Situation. So I basically push myself to be more kinder, be more understanding, be more open, be more inviting to those around me because, and I have a lot of patience, even though people don't really, I guess how do I want to say this? I have a lot of patience with people. I give a lot of chances because I believe in that. And it's one of my biggest strengths and also one of my biggest weaknesses because sometimes I give people too many chances. But overall, it's how I want to show that people can be kind, that there is a chance that you can turn around, but don't take advantage of those who are trying to help you and be kind to you and all these things. So
Right.
they're a little bit of a tangent, but that's just how I feel.
No. And again, feel free to go on these tangents because this is kind of what typically happens here. And I agree with you 100%. There is no such thing as a good person because at the end of the day, I don't consider myself a good person. I don't consider myself, a perfect person. I make mistakes. I trip up. I have, my flaws and failures. One of the things that, I know and are very vocal about, I'll lose my temper because, I typically try to have a lot of patience for folks, but when my buttons are pressed or I'm at my limit, I'm going to lose my temper a lot of the times. And it's just something that, I'm actively working on and just trying to go in the right direction to where it's just like, I don't want to come off as like, this aggressive person. It's just more so,
100%.
I don't want to get taken advantage of because this is something that, I've experienced from childhood all the way up into my adulthood where because people, saw me as kind and quote unquote caring, they could basically say, oh, well, I can run this person over and they can cater towards everything that I need without basically batting an eye or like really catering towards like, how they're feeling health wise or mentally wise. And it's just like, it got to a point where I didn't find my voice to basically stand my ground and put boundaries up that says, no, you cannot cross this boundary for me.
Right.
Until roughly about adulthood where, and one of those was like one of my closest friends at the time was an eye opener for me with that because, and I know a lot of people will look at this and be like, well, that's a privilege, Blaze. But when the pandemic started, I wasn't too thrilled with working from home. I know a lot of people were just like, I want to work from home. It's like, yes, I don't have to go in the office. I really didn't see the benefit behind that because I thrived from basically being face to face with a lot of my coworkers because at the time, my job had a lot of people that I loved being around. I love talking to. I love getting to know them a little bit more. But my friend heard this, and one of the comments that left their mouth was, oh, well, you shouldn't complain about anything, because you're working from home. And the way that they sort of said that to me just came across as like a jealous prick in a sense.
That sounds familiar.
So,
oh boy.
And it's just like, I had to turn around and like do a double take. And I was just like,
oof.
I'm really not trying to come for you at this, but the way that you're approaching me is coming off very strong and wrong right now. And I want to make it clear that, I'm your friend at the end of the day. You don't have to, cock your neck at me and make it seem like, I'm rubbing my accomplishments into whatever wound that you have open because of all this. And it's just like, I get, people may have, I'm trying to find the nicest way of saying this.
A bad day.
Yes, a bad day.
Yes.
But don't take out those bad days on me, because at the end of the day, I'm your friend. I'm here to support you and trust you and, see you win, because that's what I do with my friends. I love seeing them, be happy in, the career path that they choose, their home life, whatever that they're going through. I want to see them have that unbridled joy, but not if it comes at the expense of me dimming my light or taking a lot of the blunt force from their emotions on when I'm not in the best headspace myself, or to just, rage coming towards me for no reason when all I did was just try to help. That's it.
That's a problem we see in this community, honestly.
Oh yes.
You could be like have the greatest news that you accomplished something big. Like, okay, I'm gonna say an example, and a lot of people are not gonna like this. So we're gonna bring V Shoujo into this conversation. So when V Shoujo brought Griga into V Shoujo, people were like, "Oh, of course they're gonna bring Griga in. They play with her." Yeah, no, duh. Which is much of a safe bet? The person that you know and trust, or a complete stranger? What is the safer bet? Let's be real. Like if we're gonna be real and honest about the situation, let's be real. Cause I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I know this person is reputable. I know this person is good with the team. I know this person, this, that, and the other. And I understand people want to get their shot in these big agencies. I 100% get it.
Exactly.
I 100% understand. You want your fame, you want your spotlight, but do you think that Griga did not work for it to make those connections to get that far? So when I see people have like these big moments and have like these amazing news things that they want to cover, there's always some seriously negative person that is not doing what they need to do with their content to be happy.
Yep.
Trying to bring you down. And I'm just like, why waste your... See, if you were to take that energy, all that energy, that ball of negativity, and just put that into your work, even out of pettiness,
yes,
you will probably succeed more than you know. And that is something that I always try to tell people when they're like, someone's like, what's the best advice you can give? I was like, stay in your damn lane. That's the best advice I can give you. Stay in your damn lane, do your own thing, and stop worrying about all the other cars around you that may be nicer cars or going past you or anything like that. Stay in your damn lane.
Yes.
And like, you don't... It's so wild. It's so wild in this community because like I feel I'm an older lady. I'm gonna be hitting 40 in a couple years, and I'm just like,
me too.
I'm like, you kids need to chill the fuck out.
Yes.
I'm gonna come down there with a switch. I swear to God.
Listen, bust out the cane. Just be like, listen here, you youngins.
Take a branch off the tree. You need an ass whooping. Like seriously. My God. I'm not, like, Jesus Christ.
Like, they feel like the world is owed to them. Like, they're so entitled, and
I'm like, I look at VTuber drama, and I'm just like,
yep.
Are we really bickering over poor communication?
Yeah.
Yes!
Ooh, don't get me started on that, please. Don't get me started on that, please.
I was like, I always see, like, this person did not give me what I needed. This artist did not give me what I needed. And I blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, did you communicate? Did you give them a due date? Did you? And it's always like, I'm like, I always love to play like The Price is Right of like, what was the reason that this person didn't do it? And it's always poor communication.
Poor
ding, ding, ding,
communication.
Ding, ding.
Yes. And that's the thing that blows my mind too, is just like the amount of people in this space alone who don't know how to communicate.
100%.
It bewilders me. And I'm not saying that, I'm perfect at communication myself, because
Oh
I've
no,
also slipped up myself.
I'm
But
far from it.
at the end of the day, you also have to understand there's a way to communicate to where you get your point across that's not both
Yes.
offensive but also not demeaning and hurtful towards the other person. And that's the thing that I just like I need people to understand, because the way that I see document after document after document after document after document, even like to this day,
Mhm.
there's someone who I don't even know where somebody is getting called out for something, and I won't get into all the details with that, but I'm looking at that, I'm just like, can we just have a round table and just talk about this, instead of you saying, well, you don't stole this artist's work and AI and all this other stuff. And I'm like, there's no proof at all of this. You're just spewing words.
Yeah.
There's literally no proof of this. And if so, it's probably told in a way where it's just from that person's perspective. So now
Right.
it's just like, you still don't have the full story, but still
Right.
people will take that and be like, yep, bad person, because this random stranger on the internet said this thing. I'm like, you didn't even look at any of the facts. You just assume, yep, they just take it and run with it. They just said, yeah.
It's
Yeah, they said
wild.
you used AI art. I can't trust you no more. I'm like, all right.
I,
Okay.
it's just, I get, as a, I've been in the business of entertainment for like years. I'm a voice actor, and I also used to do wrestling and theater plays. So like I've been in the business for a very, very long time. And out of all the years that I have seen people, I have never seen the most unhinged community like the VTuber community. And I've
Yes.
done cosplay as well. I've cosplayed for 10 years, and I'm just like, I've seen the cosplay community be more tame than this. Even
Yep.
though we don't have, they do have their controversies, but
Oh
like
yeah.
not as bad as like the VTubing community. So I'm just like, it's just so wild. Like the one number one issue with a lot of people is communication. Like, and I think that's a lot of thing V2 people should learn, period, when getting into content creating, because communication is key, because it's not only just communicating with other people, it's also communicating with your community. So
Yes.
I'm very vocal about what's going on with my life to my community, because if I was to up and disappear, they would never know why. So I would be like, most of the time I'm sick. I'm mostly sick all the time. So my community, I'm like, hey, I'm having a sick day. This stream might be short, or I'm feeling low energy. This stream might be short. Communicating that with the stream, well, the community is like, okay, yeah, well, because sometimes, um, hmm,
Speak your truth. You're good. As long as
so
it's not against Twitch TOS, obviously.
I
So
don't mind getting bullied. 100%. I do not mind getting bullied. And I understand if you're having a bad day. But if you're having a bad day and you're getting bullied and you don't like that, you rage on your community, it's not your community's fault.
yeah.
If you're normally getting like it's not like, and when I mean bullying, don't think it's like, call you everything but a child of God. It's more like poking a little fun at you while you're playing your
Yes.
games. So it, I saw this firsthand, and I was just like, oh. And I sometimes, when I'm not feeling it, I'm just like, hey guys, I'm not feeling like it streaming. I'm just gonna stop right here. And that's what I do. I just stop the stream, because I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I'm totally happy, guys, when I'm not. No, that's no. A
Yeah.
little shade, yeah, a little shade and a little banter is fine. I don't mind that. But if you're not 100% in it, and like you're already upset and you lash out on your community because you didn't tell them that you're currently low energy, or you're this, that, and the other, that's on you.
Exactly.
That is honestly on you. And I have seen this so many times firsthand. So, I mean, I was guilty of it before in the past, and I probably still do it once in a while, but like, you got to keep that communication up, and a lot of creators don't do that, and it drives me absolutely bonkers.
And that's the thing, cuz like even like people in my community, or like even friends, even if and I'm very clear about my boundaries in my rules. People don't read my stream rules at all, but I still try to make it clear to folks like, hey, the fun poking and this, that, and the other
Mhm.
typically comes from people who know me relatively well. So,
Right.
like, Savvy joking with me, or Echo joking with me, or Jan
Yeah.
joking with me, or Silly joking with me. I can take, what they throw at me because they understand where my boundaries
Yeah.
lie. Or Salem snatching my wig. I'm looking at you. Don't you do it now. Don't you do it right now. But I can take that because it's just
Yeah.
like they understand where my boundaries lie, and they know, they're very well aware of like not to cross those. But new people who come to my space who just
Yes.
see this happening and then all of a sudden be like, "Oh, well, I can bully Blaze too, everybody else is doing it, so let me join in." And I'm just like, "No, no, no, baby. You just got here. I don't know who you are. We
Or
haven't
people,
spoken." Oh, go ahead.
yeah, I was gonna say, or people who think they're close, and then I'm like, I don't fucks with you like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Oh God, that part. The amount of people who is just like, listen, I don't, I
I'm
really don't
like,
fuck with you with that like that. But it's just like,
we ain't that close.
like, yeah, I have to have a sit down and talk and be like, listen, we ain't that close yet. And on top
I
of
feel
that,
like
you've been
that.
going pretty hard with some of these
Yes,
things, and I was like, I need you to chill out just a
it's like that
bit,
scene in
back
Black
up.
Panther. It's like the
Yes.
scene in Black Panther. We don't do that here. We don't do
Yep,
that here.
hit the brakes. Oh man. But yeah, it's just this space is honestly a lot. Oh,
It is.
but real quick before we
Hmm.
continue down the roster of questions, because we're gonna focus on some more positive stuff.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Do you need a break or anything
I'm
right
good.
now? Or
I
are you
ate.
good? Okay.
I had a really good barbecue chicken sandwich and fries, so I'm good.
Mm. You love the closed captions, but you never saw it capture anyone talking before. Yeah, this is
I just
Pixel
learned about
Chat.
this today. I want to be using this more. I don't know
Pixel.
how I'm gonna do it with my show with too many people, but yeah.
Oh, listen. There's. I want to say there's like another tool, but I think that one may be paid. But Pixel Chat is free 99. All it is just you just get the link,
Hmm.
um, pop your name into there or connect with it with your mic, and then you just invite anybody else who you're collabing with, and it'll show separately what they are saying. So yeah, yeah, honestly, Ash, Pixel Chat is the goat. Oh, the only downside is you need Google Chrome in order to see it. That's the only downside. um but my next question for you is, what is one of the best compliments you've ever received from a person?
Oh God. God, I wouldn't call it a compliment. I guess it was more of the best thing someone ever said to me is, "You gave me a will to live."
Oh, I know exactly who said it too.
You gave me a will to live, and those words rung out so much to me. Um, and um, it was it was a situation where, like, you don't know the weight of what you can do for people as a creator or influencer or stuff like that. I think that's another thing a lot of people don't understand. Your influence, your words can have a lot of weight to it to somebody, and you never know whose life you're going to impact. And when I saw those words, it
Yes.
was like, wow. And it's not, and like, then I had someone saying, like, I was in a dark place until I saw you, and
Yep.
you inspire me to do better and do charity. It was those things. It was those things that, you know, um yeah, it was those things that really stuck with me. That was the most inspiring thing. It literally keeps me going to, like, help more people. That's what it does. It inspires me to see if I can help save more lives, even from the littlest things. So yes, I think that's what those things always get to me and make me emotional instantaneously.
Yeah. And I can relate with that
Hmm.
cuz we talked about it yesterday during
Yeah.
your talk show where it's just like you don't really see the impact that you have on others' lives until you know they tell you that. And it's just kind of like, you just vibing doing your own thing and just trying to make life work for you, but in hindsight, you're also helping others just by doing what you do best in the space that you're in. And, you know, I, you inspire a lot of people, Tiffany. You really do. Like, I know you may not hear it a lot or from a lot of people who are still too shy to say it like me sometimes, but you do a lot in this space that is very inspirational and just helps other people keep going um in the direction that you know may be hard at times for them, but just seeing your light, your joy, keeps them pushing forward in the direction that they want to go in life, or what they may be inspired by your work and
Yeah.
craft. So
100%. It is nothing but a feeling of like, you're doing something that is like saving their lives,
mhm.
It's have possibly like done something that other ways or methods could not do, And it's just wow. It's just wow, honestly. I'm thankful to have touched lives. That's the best thing I can say is I'm thankful to have touched lives always.
And we're grateful that you're here.
Mhm.
So, if you could stream, see, I gotta mix in some fun ones too. If you
Okay.
if you could stream or do
Mhm.
content creation anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
Oh, Japan for sure. I would love to do a
Oh.
Japan stream or like a stream if I well since I can't really leave my home. Um I guess something in like if I could probably do something in like Japantown somewhere in because we have Japantown, Koreantown, all these
Mhm.
different towns in Canada. Probably do something where like record like I guess a Japanese experience or but if the dream would be Japan. The dream would be record stuff in Japan and get to do things I've always wanted to do, like wear an authentic kimono and walk the streets in the kimono and
Nice.
go to the hot springs or all these things that I've always wanted to do and always wanted to wear. Probably something like that is just show highlight Japanese culture.
That would be awesome though.
It would be awesome. Yeah, it would. It sounds like it would be fun.
We're well, I would say we're gonna manifest it, but at the same time, I don't know your situation wholly. So, but I would love that to happen for you.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
so with your model design, how
Hmm.
did you come up with it?
So my last name being actually Witcher, I was like, okay, so we can go with my name fitting my model. That can be something so it could be memorable. Um, but before I became a VTuber, I did a lot of charity for the Lupus Foundation, which is a charity very close to my personal heart as someone with lupus and someone who's lost my mother to lupus. So I was like, I want to make my VTuber conversation. So when people are like, "Oh, I like your VTuber," I'm like, "Yeah, it's inspired by lupus awareness. The ribbon around my neck shows the struggle that I have with lupus. The color for lupus is purple, and the symbol for lupus is butterflies." So I wanted to make my outfit a conversation about the disease. Also, there's some, hidden stuff. So the potion bottles that I wear on my hip are green and orange, representing my son and my husband's favorite colors.
Oh.
And then the jacket is inspired by Dio Brando from JoJo's
Yes.
Bizarre Adventure Part 3. The pearls around my hat represents my mother because she always wore pearl necklaces.
Oh.
Corsets is something I used to be a model and go-go dancer, so I used to wear a lot of corsets, so I want to incorporate that. I like shorts over skirts any day.
Yes.
And so I love, like, stuff. The side little tassel is inspired by, I'm up in your face. I'm so sorry. The side little tassel is inspired by Yuna from 10-2. And then of course I like boots. Oh,
Yes! Boot!
so I'm a
Boot
boot person.
Nation!
I used to wear combat boots all the time.
Yes! Yes!
And
Listen. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, but like, when I heard boots, I was just like, you know.
Boot gang
Oh,
my
boot
other
gang
outfit has boots
gang.
too. Hold on, I'll show you. I'll show you my other outfit. It has boots too.
Yes, yes.
So
Oh,
this
that's
has
right.
boots.
Yes! Let's go! Wait. I'm gonna come up to your level. Let's go! Look at the boots! Look at them!
So this one
Oh.
has Easter eggs too. Of course, it stays with the lupus thing. But the top and the hat is Bruno Bucciarati from Part 5 of
Oh,
JoJo's Bizarre
that's
Adventure.
right. That is
Yeah, the
so
top and the top.
dope.
I was like, I have to put, every outfit has a JoJo reference. Every outfit has a JoJo reference. So, I had to like put like a JoJo reference in my second outfit. But yeah, my outfit is basically a dedication to lupus, but also there's Easter eggs of my family in there too.
I love that. Speaking of JoJo, do you
Yes.
mind touching on why you like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and why Joseph Joestar is your favorite JoJo? I'm kidding. I love my
yeah.
son though.
I know. Joseph is my husband's favorite too, but I like Josuke. Because I like dumb boys. I like dumb boys, and Josuke is the dumbest. So I appreciate the dumb boys.
Not this.
Okuyasu and Josuke are the dream team right there. But I like JoJo because it's a serious anime that doesn't take itself too seriously. So and when I say that is like there'll be moments of like seriousness and then like the craziness will kick in. I like to compare JoJo to like the Yakuza series a lot.
Yes.
And it is like there are some really serious moments and then you're fighting a gorilla on a boat. And so it's one of those animes that like I fell in love with, like seeing like clips and memes. I was like, okay, I'm gonna finally watch this anime all the way through, and I was like, oh my god, it's a fucking masterpiece.
Right. Right. Listen.
Like this anime is a masterpiece. So yeah, no, that was one of the things that I just could not like, get over how great it was. So yeah. It was just yeah, so it was like one of those things where I could not stop watching it. I just, when I got to season 2, I was like, oh man. And it was like so much better than season 1. It was so much better than season 1.
Oh my god.
Because season 1, let's be honest, season 1 is one of the worst seasons, but it introduces you to the pettiness of Dio Brando.
Yes.
So it introduces you to like one of the greatest antagonists that will go all the way down to part 5. I know, technically part 6, but I can't give into that because that's major spoilers.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, technically, sorry, not even technically part 6. I meant to go all the way down to part 6. Technically part 7, that's major spoilers. Why? But anyway, it's just an anime that I can sit back and watch at any time, any day. If I'm upset, I'll watch it. If I'm tired, I'll watch it. If I'm happy, I'll watch it. It's an anime I
Aw.
can constantly go back to. And part 4 is my favorite next to Still Ball Run. Still Ball Run is my number 1. I love Still Ball Run. If you haven't read Still Ball Run, don't worry. The anime is probably coming out in a couple months because they're getting ready to do the JoJo Bizarre Adventure Festival. Meaning they're about to announce something big. Meaning is most likely Still Ball Run because Still Ball Run's manga circulation is about to release. And this is exactly what happened with freaking Stone Ocean. So we're about to
Oh
get Still Ball
yeah.
Run. So if you haven't read Still Ball Run, don't worry. The anime is coming out. It is the greatest. It is his magnum opus. It is his magnum opus. It is. It is. You will watch it. And the song Love Train will always be stuck in your head because of one scene and one scene only. And it is going to be, it is marvelous. Just understand that it's kind of the situation in the United States and the president. Oh boy, if they come up with Still Ball Run, it'll be the greatest thing Araki has ever done. Araki can do the funniest thing right now and release Still Ball Run anime because of the current situation in the United States. That'll be the funniest thing. If he does that.
Oh
So
my god.
I'm telling you, if you think part like 3 if your favorite or part 2, no, wait till you watch Still Ball Run. Wait till you gaze upon Still Ball Run and you're gonna be like, what the fuck? That is gonna
Oh.
be legit your response to everything that's happening. It is by far my favorite. It's his magnum opus. But yeah, if I had to pick one that's not number 7, of course, it's definitely, I love Diamonds on Unbreakable because it was a completely different formula from it. It was a slice of life, more of a slice of life situation. Um and it just took like the joke, and they didn't introduce the villain like very early. It was like a creep up of who the villain was.
Yep.
And I think this is a hot take, I think part 4's villain is by far one of the best villains because
Oh no, that is not a hot take. That is truth, fact.
I think part 4 villain is really, really good.
Yes.
And I think they're very underestimated. And I think they have reason. I mean, kind of reason, but kind of not reason to be a villain. And they're just like, just leave me alone. That's all I want. Let me do my thing. And no one can get hurt. So like, that's the only thing I'm gonna say to not spoil it. But part 4's villain is amazing. Just be careful with your hands.
Not this. Oh gosh.
I can go into like a whole discussion of JoJo. Don't get me started. I love JoJo so much.
I love this. It's wild because it took me years to finally sit down and watch JoJo's, and I have to credit my community to finally get me to do that, namely J for Gamers, because he's a big fan of it, and he convinced me, Savvy, Salem, and quite a few folks from my community to actually sit down and watch it. And we were looking at like part 1, and we're just like, ooh, child, this gonna be a journey. If it's all
it's a journey. If you can get through part 1, you're good. You've done the hardest part. Is get through part 1.
And then we made it through part 1, and then part 2 is when I immediately latched onto it because it introduced Joseph Joestar. Because I just love the randomness of like I'm just gonna say one scene that sold me on that man, the Tommy gun.
Yes,
the Tommy gun. That was like, no, I have to adopt him. I have to adopt him. He's mine now.
Joseph Joestar would be the strongest Joestar if he had a better stand. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
It would be the strongest Joestar if he had a stand.
Oh, goodness.
A proper stand. He does have a stand. It's not that strong. But if he had like a stand on the par of like Jotaro or anyone like that, he would be the strongest Joestar. No doubt about that.
Yes. But yeah, it took me a minute because I heard about the things with the animals. I'm not gonna lie, that was something that we had to push through, and I still have living rent-free in my head. But the rest of it, pure masterpiece.
You gotta remember it was written so early in like the 90s and like, I was like, I gotta get through this part on the ship. The ship part is it's my struggle bus. The ship is my struggle bus
Oh,
in part 3.
yeah, yeah.
But everything else, I was just like, okay, woo, we got through it. And then
Yep.
like it gets better. It gets better with part 4, where like they don't do stuff like weird, the really weird stuff, but they do
Yeah.
like. But then part 5 is like where like I like to call part 5 the Final Fantasy 15 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, because it feels like that same bro kind of adventure.
Yeah.
We're bros. We're on a cruise. That's what it feels like. So like I call it the Final Fantasy 15 of JoJo because it may not be the strongest in story, but like the connection between all the Jo Bros in 5 is pretty awesome. Yes. Like especially Bruno. Bruno is my husband. I would die for Bruno if Bruno was protecting me. Like if I had a friend that literally would ride or die like Bruno, I would be. I don't know. I'd probably be in VShojo by now. Honestly, because Bruno Bucciarati is the best hype man I've ever met in my damn life.
He really
is. Like,
and
they had the perfect person to voice him in the dub. They got Ray Chase, the voice of Noctis.
Oh!
And so many great characters.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, Bruno was voiced by Noctis from Final Fantasy 15, and they picked the perfect voice actor for him, and it was so. I love Bruno. I will never stop loving Bruno.
As well as
I love him so much.
Husband, the Ortrice Mechanis Denalis Cardinal.
Ortrice Mechanis Denalis Cardinal.
Oh man, that is great. Also, I just realized there's 2 JoJo's characters in Genshin now. Oh, I shouldn't.
Oh, there's 2? I know there's Ray.
It's Ray, and then it's also the person who voices Risley. At least in the Japanese side, I should say. Let me clarify with that. Yeah, I didn't think about that, but yeah, the person who voices Risley, is Japanese VA is from JoJo's, because you hear Aura, and I'm like, wait a minute, Aura. And then Savvy and I looked at each other and just like looked it up, and we're just like, oh, that's Jotaro. Like, we were like, oh, I didn't realize that was him. So, and like, also the voice of
famous Jo Bros. Yeah, like I always recognize a voice actor from JoJo, and I'm like, recognize that voice. This is a JoJo voice actor, and then lo and behold, it's a JoJo voice actor. I'm like, that's the only reason I recognize that voice. Like, for instance, Jotaro is voiced by Matthew Mercer. Like, yeah. Does he like voicing Jotaro? I can't tell. I can't tell, but there's an emphasis of like, you can tell, you're like, oh yeah, that's definitely Matthew Mercer. When I found out Ganondorf was coming back in a new Zelda, I was like, when I heard the voice, I was like, Matthew Mercer.
Oh my! Wait, is he really in the new Zelda game?
Ganondorf.
Yo! Okay, I have to pick that game up really soon.
Zelda. No, he did a fantastic. No, please get to the final boss in Zelda and tell me what you think.
Oh no!
Because you can ask, if I was to say out loud to my husband how I was like, oh man, I'm finally to the final boss. What's gonna happen now? What the fuck did they do to this boss? Wait, why is this boss like this? Wait, hold on. Well, you can't do that. You can't make his bar the whole fucking length of the damn screen. Excuse me, what?
Not this.
It was such a good boss fight, but it will, you're gonna be like, excuse me, Nintendo? You're supposed to be a family and a more easier game. That boss fight is hell on earth. You thought the Thunder boss from the Breath of the Wild was rough? No. The last boss in Tears of the Kingdom, I was fighting him for an entire night until I was like, okay, this is my last time I'm gonna do this. And then I beat him. I was like, yes. Put the controller down. Watch the end credits. Watch the secret ending. I'm done. It's a fantastic game. I like it. I like it a lot.
I'm gonna have to pick up that game. It's on my wish list to play alongside a whole bunch of other games on my backlog. But yeah, I'm even more intrigued now. I'm gonna have to move that up the list.
Yeah, definitely. If you play like Breath of the Wild, you'll love Tears of the Kingdom. You'll love Tears of the Kingdom.
Are there any companies or brands you'd like to be partnered with or sponsored by that you aren't already?
Crunchyroll.
Yes! Yes!
I would love to do something with Crunchyroll. I mean, I don't voice an anime yet, but I would love to work with Crunchyroll. Secret Labs, I have their chairs. I love their chairs. They're comfortable for me because I can fit in them. I'm small. A regular chair is like giant to me. You can ask my husband. I have to put it all the way down for my feet to touch the floor. So they're big, and I like being small in big spaces like a cat. So Secret Labs will be another one. Elgato, I would like to work with. I kind of have already worked with Elgato. They send me stuff all the time, but I'm not partnered with them. I would love to be partnered with them. I would love to be partnered with them. Also, oh God, there's one other company I really wanted to work with. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Oh yeah, Ami Ami. I buy a lot of your
Yes!
figures.
Yes! Listen, if you get partnered with them, I'm literally using your code for every figure. I'm sorry, the figurine collection
Seriously,
came out at me.
I have so many bunny girls, Ami Ami, that I buy
Oh,
specifically for you, and I pay that import charge of close to $100 per figure. Can you please sponsor me? I don't care if
yes.
it's a code. If it's like a 10% off code, I will take it. I can't go to Japan and talk to y'all, but please, I love figures, especially bunny women.
Yes.
I have so many. I have 3 at a friend's house that he's bringing up in June. And they're all beautiful. Are they all black? No, only wait. One is brown. One girl is black, because it's Valletta from Kogi Ice, because she's my girl. And then there is the maid from Mrs. Kobayashi, which because I love Mrs. Kobayashi. That's my other like comfort anime is Mrs. Kobayashi. That's my comfort
Nice.
anime. But yeah, those companies I would really like to work with. I would love to work with Logitech with their Herman Miller
Oh,
chair.
yes.
I would love a Herman Miller. I would die for a Herman Miller. I will sell so much Logitech stuff. I will shell so much out for y'all if y'all give me a Herman Miller chair. Y'all have no idea. I will shill so much for y'all. I'll be like, yeah, I got Logitech keyboards, headsets, mouse. I would
Yep,
chill.
same.
What is Ami Ami? Ami Ami is a website. It's a Japanese figure store place, and they have really good. They have a used section that is phenomenal, and I do mean phenomenal. They have a grading system in Japan for their figures. So if you want to like a pristine figure that is used for less of price or sometimes more price because the figure market is brutal, sometimes you'll get lucky and see a figure that you haven't seen in a very long time suddenly show up there because it has been gone and lost in time.
Yes.
And they would
No,
be like,
Echo.
oh, yeah.
Oh.
So like for instance, I love oh my god, I forgot her name. Albedo. I love Albedo from Overlord. I live, die, breathe. I drink her bath water. Okay. So there was a bunny figure of her that had a white bunny outfit. And I was like, oh, I really want that. I really want that. I even had it on my throne. And when people funded it, it sold out. It was gone and I thought forever. I looked on the pre-owned market. I saw one was on sale for lower than the market price because they re-released her with a black suit, and I didn't want the black bunny suit. I want the white one because she wears a white dress, and I'm very, very particular on aesthetics. So it was less than the black one, and I ordered that thing. I was going to order it, and then my friend was like, no, I got you. I'm going to order it for you and get it sent to you. And I was like, okay.
Oh.
So it is my pride and joy. She is sitting between my Junko Irashima from Danganronpa Bunny Girl and my Chiaki from Danganronpa Bunny Girl.
Nice.
She'll eventually be moved because I found out that she can go topless.
What? Oh man.
I found out this when I got her and I was like holding her and I was like, oh, her little top is a little loose. I hope she's not broken. And it unclipped and I was like, Nani?
Nani the fuck?
I was like, what? And then I told, I don't know if you know this contact her, their name is Freem, and they collect bunny statues.
Yes.
And and I was like, hey Freem, quick question. Do these things go topless? She goes, oh yeah. She sends me a video of all the ones that go topless. So I was like, sitting. She has her top on, okay.
Oh.
But I was like, oh, my girls can get nasty. Okay, that's cool. Not all of them though. Not all of them can go topless. Like the Danganronpa girls, of course, because they're 18, they can't go topless. They are, just because they're of age doesn't mean they should, dude. Like they don't want that for them. Or my Kill la Kill one, or my Oh My Goddess one. A lot of them do not go topless. So, but there's High School DxD is one that does. Seven Deadly Sins apparently. Um, Ikatosen, which is one of my other favorite animes, is Ikatosen, even though it's really trashy fan service, but I love trashy fan service sometimes. Like Prison School. Prison School is one of my other favorite animes.
Oh my god, I love Prison School.
I love Prison School so much. I'm waiting for the day they release bunnies of the Prison School girls, and I'm like, I'm buying each and every one of them girls up so fast. I do not care.
Oh man.
And we're getting, and I'm so excited because I'm gonna pre-order as soon as they go on the market. But we're getting Nier Automata bunny girls now, so it's gonna be 2B and A2, 2B and A2, I believe, and they're getting bunny statues. I'm like, I gotta put money aside for them because I gotta get my Nier Automata fix. Yeah, the 2B one looks so good too. Oh, I was so mad. I'm like,
I know.
So I'm like, I'm gonna put some money aside for my birthday and just pre-order them for my birthday for myself.
Do the things. So we have one really good question from me in chat. They wanted to ask, since you're a voice actor, how do you thrive and get gigs while based in Canada? And does that get complicated since a lot of work is based in the US?
No, I get a lot of remote work. I'm a remote voice actor, and if they need me to go to a studio, they will get a studio for me to go into. So it's not, so for those who don't know, I've been taught under really amazing voice actors such as Deborah Wilson, who is played in games like Jedi Survivor, who is in the new Yakuza game. She was also Amanda Waller in Suicide Squad. She's been in a lot of stuff. She's an amazing Black voice actress, and I love her to death, and she's my mentor. And I've learned under Troy Baker. I took in a couple of his classes, and he is fantastic. And I posed the same question to him, and I said, how do I get work as someone who lives in Canada? He goes, remote work is there. It is absolutely there for you. You just have to, unfortunately, you do have to work a little bit harder, but it doesn't restrict you. Their companies, if they really want you, they will hire a studio and get you in that studio and have you record with a director there. There is no limits. Yes, you are more likely to get work living near California, living near Texas, but I know voice actors that live in Boston. I know voice actors that live in Vancouver, Montreal, and things like that do not even have to leave their home. I just did a video game. I just did a job for a big video game recently that the trailer is actually going to be dropping pretty soon. I did Knockout City, if you know what that game was. That was a dodgeball game under EA. I did that game. I did Last Epoch, which is like a Diablo-esque game that they released a patch a big DLC last year I was a part of that was released all in my home. I never really need to leave my home unless it's something important. I did record for a movie one time and I had to leave my home, but I do all my recording at home. Just make sure you have, cut out your sound. If you have to record in the closet, record in the closet. There's nothing wrong with that. It actually helps because all those clothes are blocking out so much empty space that you'll probably get the job done much better than you sitting in a wide room and stuff like that. So like, yeah, I mean, when I voiced in House Party, I was like, yeah, I have a home studio, and they were like, oh, you sound fine enough for us, and I was like, okay, let's do this. So, I mean, it just because you live in a different country doesn't mean you can't get work, and you can get work. It's just auditioning. Audition is the hardest part because you put so much time into your auditions and stuff like that. I always tell people to audition and pretend it doesn't exist, and then if you get the job, then it's like a big surprise to you. It's like, oh my god, I got this voice job. Yeah. Absolutely. But yeah, no, it's not impossible. It's really not impossible. I like voicing from home because I can be in my PJs, have a cup of tea, and no one will be none the wiser when we're doing voiceover sessions.
Yes. That's honestly like the best work, which is one of
Hmm.
the reasons why it's just like I would like to voice act, but like at the same time, I'm also extremely, extremely shy to put my voice out there.
I mean,
So,
yeah, yeah, it's one of those things where, like VTubing or like content creating, you really are putting yourself out there for other people to judge you,
yeah.
100%. And it's like it's like crazy, you know?
Mhm.
It's crazy, but that's why I tell people to do an audition and let it go, because yeah, you don't want to like put yourself in a situation where you feel, what's the term? You feel like you're going to get this role and then you get disappointed.
Yeah.
100%.
Another question from the
Mhm.
crowd.
Mhm.
Uh as a witch, how do you feel about magical girls stealing the magical limelight?
They're not stealing the magical limelight. Their magic is completely different from mine. I have no problem. I think magical girls are great. I just think I get confused with a magical girl, even though I do have magical girl aspects in my outfit. I don't think they're stealing the limelight. I think we should have more of them. That way, they can draw attention away from witches. That way, we don't get burned at the stake,
Yeah.
or like get crushed by stones, or be
I
drowned, or all these things that happen in a certain witch trial. I think have more magical girls, so we can do our covens and seances and stuff like that in peace. I feel that is fair.
agreed. So Dio asked, what is something you think Twitch could do to help the charity or fundraising streamers?
What can Twitch do for charity and fundraising streamers?
Mm-hmm. Like to help them out in terms of, I'm guessing they mean uh help sort of like give them a platform or
I
either something
It's
along those
funny that you
lines.
asked that because I wanted to present something to Twitch.
You don't have to say it
So
now if you still want to keep it under
no,
wraps,
it's
but
fine. It's If someone takes it, I'll just have this recording that I had it first.
I got you.
So I think there should be a charity category. I think
Ooh,
there should be a charity
yes.
category for Twitch. And this is something that I have been thinking about presenting to them, and thinking not about presenting to them, because it could be something that could be good, it could be something that people could abuse at the same time. So I think there should be a category for charity so that people can know who's doing charity or not, with the proper links and stuff like that that is attached to it. I think that would be
Mm-hmm.
something that Twitch can work on and implement in the future. But other than that, that's the only thing I really think about that can help charity streamers, you know?
Yeah.
It'll be a good idea, but people, like I said, people can abuse it. Some people can be saying, I'm doing charity to raise money for myself. And I was like, well, that's not really charity. That's more of a fundraiser. You're doing a fundraiser, not a charity. Um, so I don't think, it should be something that Twitch should like think about, because there's a lot of charity streamers out there that, are under the guise of charity, that, are saying they're doing charity, they're not, and they'll have like a PayPal link. I've seen it done so many times. They don't use
Mm.
Tiltify, or they don't use this, they don't use that, and that's why a lot of people don't trust charity streamers in the first place, because people, if you watch like past streaming dramas, there have been so many ones that have happened in the past, and it sucks, absolutely sucks. So if like Twitch was to implement this thing, I think it would be something that it'll be hard, but like I don't know, I think it could be possible. I think it could be
Yeah.
possible.
My
And
only
then yeah,
fear.
I'm sorry, go
Oh
ahead.
no, no, no. You can go ahead.
And you,
Sorry.
and you can even attach like the charity that you're raising the money for. That way it could be tracked. That would be a way it could be tracked. You can
Yes.
attach the
Yes.
charity that you're raising money for, and like a link or something, or like a tag or something, and that way Twitch can check in and see if it's legit, in case it gets reported. I mean, like it's just something that I just been thinking about, but I don't know if it would be something they would be willing to do.
Yeah. And And I actually do like that perspective because I feel like
Hmm.
that needs to happen. Because my next question to you was about to be like, how would Twitch basically go about monitoring anyone
Hmm.
who uses that category and abuses it, basically?
Yeah, exactly.
So
100%.
that would be a good way of kind of like, making sure that that stays enforced, where it's just like, this is a charity stream. Here's the Tiltify link. Here's the, whatever link it is,
Hmm.
that actually go towards the charity, the cause that you're behind.
Right, 100%.
So interesting. Yeah, I would like to see them implement something like that. So no one's still this
Hmm.
idea. Let Tiffany put it
I
forward,
mean,
because
if you steal
I,
it, that's fine. I mean, I just know this recording does exist.
I was about to say this is gonna go on YouTube as well. So it's gonna be on Twitch and YouTube. So don't come in here stealing stuff. I got receipts. um Echo asks, going back to the JoJo question, what are your thoughts
Mhm.
on JoJo Jesus? I already have a feeling I know
He's
who
a
JoJo
Harmon.
Jesus is.
He's a Harmon user for sure. He's definitely a Harmon user. He's not. He doesn't have a stand unless you want to call like the Holy Ghost and it's his stand. But like, I think he's a Harmon user, and that's my take on Jesus as a JoJo character. I think he could be a JoJo character. I think he probably would be the first JoJo character. I mean, if you want to even get deeper into it, Lucifer can be a personification of Dio.
Huh? Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you want to really get into it, because we all know Lucifer was the most beautiful angel in heaven, and if you put two and two together, I mean,
Yeah.
Dio's name. So yeah.
Okay, so Ash asks,
Mhm.
I guess, what are your thoughts on High School of the Dead in terms of like, I guess, favorite anime, if that was correct? Feel free to correct me, Ash. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, I want to know the full question before I answer this.
There's a Morning Star joke. No.
There are, I mean, I'm just saying it could be possible.
True. True.
Araki just writes Dio because I mean, I can't say anything because it's big spoilers, but yeah, he could do it. I was asking if you saw High School of the Dead, if you thought it was it. I think okay, so I don't hate High School of the Dead. I don't love it. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I think it's a decent fan service anime, but some of the fan service is just like really. I'm the same way with Fire Force. I think Fire Force is a good anime.
Mm-hmm.
I think the fan service in there kind of takes away from the anime. Like when yeah, it takes away from it. Like the there's necessary fan service and unnecessary fan service.
Yes.
And unfortunately, Fire Force suffers from that unnecessary fan service. And but like High School of the Dead, it's not a bad anime. I definitely seen worse, like Sword Art Online, but like
Oh God, thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that.
I hate Sword Art Online.
Thank you, Tiffany. We best friends. I just want you to know that we best friends just from that
Horizon and
statement.
Dot Hack is much better.
Thank you.
Horizon and Dot Hack is much better. Those are better animes about being in cyberspace.
You
Stop
better
watching
preach.
Sword Art Online.
You better
Y'all can
preach.
unfollow me right now. I don't give a fuck.
Same. Get out. Get out this space. This space ain't for you. Get out.
How dare you call that man the Black Swordsman and when we have guts? Excuse me, get the fuck out of here.
Oh God. Listen, that is truth. Because
there is so many more better animes.
My friends love Sword Art, and I'm just
I
like,
have friends who
why?
love it too. I'm like,
Why?
what is
And they watch more anime than I do, and I'm just like, why? You know peak when you see it. I know y'all seen Dot Hat and Long Horizon. If not, then I need to put y'all onto it. What the heck?
Log Horizon is fantastic. Very
It's so
underrated. The only
good.
reason why I didn't do so well is because of the hype of Sword Art Online.
Yep.
And it's not even that good. I like when someone was like, I love Sword Art Online. I was like, I like Sword Art Online too. The abridged. I like the abridged Sword Art Online. That's good. Regular
Yes.
Sword Art Online, no, I'll pass.
Yep.
If you donate 5,000 subs, that's the only way you're gonna get me to watch Sword Art Online. That's the only way you'll get me to watch Sword Art Online. If I ever reach 5,000 subs, I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll watch Sword Art Online. I'll watch it all the way through. I'll even document it just for you. But I would rather gouge my eyes out to watch that.
Yep. I can't.
Now, yes, I will admit, Gun Gale is decent from Sword Art Online. Gun Gale is decent. That was the only redeeming thing about Sword Art is the Gun Gale part. That's pretty good. I will admit that. Kirito, though, on the other hand, it's not the Black Swordsman. I will
Yeah,
take that
no.
to my grave.
Yep.
When we have freaking guts? Like, don't even. No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
No. No.
Someone tried to give me a figure from Sword Art Online. I regifted it.
Oh,
They never knew.
good.
It was like a Kirito's little mini statue. I was like,
Ah,
I don't want this.
yes.
Regift it.
I love that. Ah, I'm living for this.
I'm like, I don't want this. Of course, I said thank you, but I'm just like, I'm
Yep.
not gonna open this
Yep.
at all. I'm gonna give this to someone that will appreciate it.
GG's.
It's listen, Sword Art Online would be so great if they didn't make every villain sexually
That
assault
part,
the main
like who?
female character.
That
Like, I
diff.
get it. You are writing a villain. You can write a villain without each and every one of them essaying people. Like,
Yes!
what the actual hell?
That!
Like, Jesus, this is not Game of Thrones. Like, come on.
Yeah,
Like,
Sav. It got weird in certain
it got
areas.
real weird.
Like,
Yes.
like the first half of season 1, like the first half of season 1 for Sword Art Online, it was good. The second half, when it started dabbling into that, oh, they have a kid now. It's like, oh, all right, this weird. I'm backing away. I'm leaving the room. I gotta go. These are minors.
Yeah. And like people would like argue with me. It was like, well, what about Kill la Kill? You don't know the Japanese high school system, do you? This was their last year. They're adults. It says high school, but they are adults. They are of the age of 18 at this point in the time. You have to do your research before you come at me.
Yep, that part.
You have to do your research before you come at me. Because like people say the thing with Danganronpa. I was like, they are in their last year of high school. Persona, last year of high school. Like, you cannot do these things. And yeah, in Japan, they are in high school. You are in high school as an adult. Their high school is completely different from our system. So I'm just like, you can't come with me with that argument.
Yep.
It's weird for like a much older person like lusting after an 18-year-old character. Yeah, but they're legal. They're never gonna marry that. I hope not. I hope we never invent this kind of technology where we have like live standing holograms. The world's gonna be in a different place.
Yes, it will be.
Oh my goodness. So I had to like, just Sword Art Online, man. That's an anime. I would die. No. I'm good.
No.
I'm good.
Belongs in the trash. The garbage.
There's so many.
So many icks about it. I'm sorry. It's
a lot of icks. It's just a lot of icks. Yeah. So.
It's slam dunking in there.
I've never watched Slam Dunk. I may have to because now you're saying it's bad, and I've heard people be like, "I love Slam Dunk. It's such a good boys anime," and I'm like, "Huh." Now you got me curious. That someone said put Slam Dunk into Haikyuu. I watch Haikyuu with one of my mods, and it's pretty cute. They're cute. They're like, I'm gonna be the best volleyball player. It's very shonen. Haikyuu is very shonen coded. So yeah, I don't have a problem with Haikyuu so far. Underrated anime though I want to talk about is Skate to Infinity. Skate to Infinity is a great anime. Y'all should watch Skate to Infinity, please do. Especially the dub. The dub is fantastic. The dub is fantastic.
Kano says they meant slam dunk Sword Art Online into the trash, not slam dunk
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I was going to say, because I've heard nothing but good things about
Yeah.
Slam Dunk. I've heard nothing but good things about Slam Dunk. Like,
Oh.
even my son gets into like anime like stuff. Like he loves One Punch Man. He does not love the last season of One Punch Man. He goes, I love One Punch Man season 1.
Yep. Season 1 was great.
He's like, I don't know what happened with season 2 when they had all that money. They just kind of
went a little bit the other way, but it's fine. It's fine. It's okay.
Oh no, I wanted to watch Skate into Infinity because of one line and one line only. He goes, "What's up, my bitches, bros, and non-binary hoes?" And I was like,
"Oh, I love that."
I'm watching this anime right now, and it's like I was like, this is it's a very cute anime about skating, but it gets very anime about some of the skating in anime. And one of the characters is actually Canadian Japanese, so it's like Canadian. So like a Canadian's in an anime. Okay, you know what? I'll give it a chance. Even my husband watched it. He liked it. He was like, "Yeah, no, this is pretty neat. I like it." He doesn't watch anime. He'll watch JoJo. He likes Prison School.
Okay.
He liked what was that one with the Danganronpa team? It was like they did an anime, and it was done in a Danganronpa anime like style. It was about these assassins, and they're trying to transport this cargo to one side on the train. It's like basically a giant heist one. It's really good. And then like there's some he likes, and then like there's some he couldn't get into. Like he couldn't get into Danganronpa because he was like, I don't like the idea of like high school is killing each other. I was like, that's fair, but they're adults, and I had to like tell and they're not kids, they're adults. So he's like, he had to understand like the Japanese system is completely different. But yeah, no, don't watch Sword Art Online. You can save yourself some
Yes,
it's so much better anime. I'd rather watch freaking what can I think of that's I think is a bad anime. Jesus, I'm trying to think.
I can't think of one. I feel like there's one there that I would rather watch, but it's not coming to mind because I just think of Sword Art Online being the bottom of the barrel. I'm
trying to think.
Like Coon, please.
I guess School Days.
Someone said that. I don't think I've ever seen it, but I remember someone saying that before.
I guess School Day. I'd rather watch School Days, or even this is a controversial take, Fairy Tale than watch.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, no, I 100%.
At least Fairy Tale is tolerable in a lot of parts. Sword Art Online is just not for me. It is. I don't know if School Days was supposed to be purposely bad, but it's bad.
Yeah, it's bad. I heard it was bad. I can't remember who first told me that. That kind of is bothering me, but I've heard that before, and I'm just like, yeah, I won't put it on the list of like enjoyable watches, but maybe when I'm bored, I may watch it just to see what everybody is talking about when they say bad.
It's kind of one of those ones that's bad, but it's tolerable bad. Does that make sense? Like, it's so bad it's good, you know?
Oh, what's the one that's on Crunchyroll?
Oh God, which one?
There's one that's rather bad that I would rather watch. What is it? High Guardian Spice?
I've never heard of that
It
one.
literally has like a 1 star on Crunchyroll, and it was done by like I forget. It was like a 2-person team, if I'm not mistaken, but they were trying so hard.
Is this like, what is this?
It hold up. I think it's High Guardian Spice. Is that? Yes,
is this
it
Magical
is.
Girl? What the fuck is wrong with that goat?
No. Tiffany, I need you to watch it. Just one day when you're just you're having a bad day. Just watch that. It will make your life 10 times better. Just watching that.
I mean, some of the designs don't look bad.
Yes, Nasad.
Some of them.
I don't hell no. It has a 1.6 out of 10.
Wait, hold on. I gotta watch a clip. There's a video that literally popped up saying why you shouldn't watch High Garden Spice. Hold on. Let me see. This can't be.
It's pretty bad.
It has a 1.6 out of 10 on IMDb. What
yes.
the fuck?
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
Let me see this clip.
He's because I was like, why is everybody ragging on this? And then I watched it and I was like, I understand the rag now. I understand
Was it done by
yes,
Japan?
but out of 10. No, I don't think it was done by Japan. It was done by like pretty much like an indie type of group, if I remember correctly. Ah. Yeah, Ray Rodriguez, and then who originally worked on Danger and Eggs, and then like somebody else.
Why is the dark elf chick red and not brown?
Not the PNG lamppost. What?
Why is her skin color very off?
Oh, yeah. There's.
Did they not do black people well in this?
There was a lot.
Oh, wait, why does she look so brown in the cover art but look red in the actual anime?
There's a lot to
What?
unpack with the series.
Wait, hold on. There's a problem here.
I don't know about the lamppost, Nasad. Should I know about it? I'm scared. Oh.
Why is she brown on the cover arts but like not brown?
So there was a lot of like inconsistencies with the show in terms of like proportions and like certain art styles and stuff.
Go ahead. She's actually brown. It's not even a lighting thing. What is going on with this black character?
That's what I mean. There's so much to unpack with it. Like,
just watch Madoka Magic.
Yes. Yes, just watch that.
Watch Madoka Magic. Kill la Kill. Watch Kill la Kill. Yeah. That's actually a magical girl anime. Oh my god.
There's so much. And this is just the visuals. You haven't gotten to the meat and potato of like the plot and story, if there is one there, Tiff. That's all I have to say. That is all I have to say, because
I don't think I want to know.
Like, I can't express it anymore unless you just watch it, because it'll spoil so much. But it's just like, this hurts me to my core. Why am I still watching this? It's been sent. Thank you. Oh god.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry. We have gone on a whole deep tangent. But Crow asks, if you had to assemble a team for the VTuber tournament of power, what 10-man squad are you rolling with?
Of power? Wait, what do you mean tournament of power? Isn't that like something from an 80s thing? That feels like something the tournament of power, like a He-Man kind of thing. Tournament of power? Like, what are we talking? Like, what kind of power? Are we power scaling VTubers right now?
Not power scaling.
Like, are we talking about that? Because if we did all power scaling, man, there's some VTubers I would bring in with no problem. I don't know what the tournament of power. Oh, we talking about Dragon Ball. Oh, okay. All right. So if I had to go with Dragon Ball logic, okay. So I would have to bring my husband in because he's a Time Lord. He's a Time Lord. I would bring my husband in because he's a Time Lord. I would bring my 2D VTuber parent in, which is Red Claw, because he can turn into a unstoppable godlike dinosaur. Can you transform into a dragon?
Who, me?
Yes.
Not yet.
I'll bring Blazette in because possibly transforming into a dragon. I would bring every like Sentai and Kamen Rider VTuber I can find into the fold to help me, because let's be honest, Kamen Rider and Power Ranger and Sentai characters have a lot of plot armor, and I will definitely help me in this situation of Tournament of
Mm.
Power. I can't think of 10 off the top of my head, but I would just think of more like power scaling. Should I go baby? Exactly. Exactly. I would think of like definitely, oh, probably ship VTubers. Ones that can become ones that are based off of starships or something like that. That's powerful, right? I have to think of like power scaling, like gosh, probably the undead VTuber community. Gotta get some liches in
Oh
there. A lich in there.
yes, that's
But
right.
they can't die. I just hold their phylactery, whatever the thing is called that they have that you can't, the only thing to kill a lich is destroy their phylactery. I just hide their phylactery somewhere super far away where no one can ever find it, so they'd be unkillable force. I mean, like, yeah, mech VTubers, like straight up Gundam VTubers, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sniper, like, yeah, Nasade definitely. My friend Nasade, because Nasade's an android, probably has a self-destruct function.
Oh, see, that's perfect right there. Just take everybody out with you. Do it.
Exactly. Do it. Do like Cyrax's fatality from Mortal Kombat when he used to drop the bombs and then the whole world exploded. Why not? No one wins the tournament at this rate. What the fuck?
Oh man. So I know you do a lot of work with bringing together POC and BIPOC individuals.
Mhm.
Can you discuss the inspiration behind your talk show, Potion Fantasy, and what plans you have for it in the future?
My inspiration was I saw a lot of talk shows, like a lot of VTubers do talk shows, but they don't really explore different subjects. They just bring a lot of VTubers on. This is not shade. This is no shade whatsoever.
No,
Please.
it's okay. Throw shade at me. It's fine.
No. It's not shade at anyone.
I'm joking.
I just wanted to do something a little different, you know? I was like, I
Yeah.
kind of want to do something different and like bring different VTubers, whether you're disabled or something like that, and like, or bring on just a VTuber artists or just VTubers who are over 35, and like, I wanted to do different topics, and I was just like, yeah, let's just do it like that. Let's do that. And I was just like thinking of a name. It was called Coven Talk, but then I found out there's like 3 Coven Talks on YouTube, and I'm like, okay, I need to fix this algorithm right now. So I
Yeah.
decided, I looked around, I was like thinking of names and stuff like that. I was like, I want something with potion now to go along with my potion theme as a witch. And I was like, Potion Fantasy. And then I saw Potion Fantasy with an F was taken, but not Potion Fantasy with a P was taken.
Yes.
And I was like, okay. Then I got all the social medias. I went on Twitter and stuff like that. Then the Potion Fantasy Twitter got banned because I forgot to verify it. But then they unbanned it. That was hell. But no, it's no, I just wanted to do something a little different. I just wanted to do something different from what everyone's saying. I wanted to highlight people big and small,
Yep.
from, you know, different aspects, different backgrounds, and that's what I just really wanted to do. You know, I really wanted to highlight people big and small and give them a voice that, you know, they don't get to have. A lot of people don't get to say what they want and say how they feel about certain subjects and talk about their, you know, keeping a safe space and keeping a welcoming place for different people. So I want to have a talk show that's welcoming and
Right.
safe for you to speak what you want to feel on different subjects and not feel like it's trauma farming, because
Right.
a lot of people, a lot of us, especially in this community, only get attention if something bad happens to us, not if something good happens to us. And I've done
Yeah.
the comparisons. I've done posts where something extremely terrible has happened to me, then I've done a post when something extremely good has happened to me, and I get more engagement when it's bad,
Yep.
when it's trauma, than I do when it's something positive.
That part, and it bewilders me. And I know
Mhm.
Zitter is notorious. I'm sorry, I call Twitter /X Zitter because that's the only way that I can say that and not throw up.
You're right.
But it's just like it amazes me
Mhm.
what Twitter became,
Yes.
obviously, over the years. And that is the thing that people gravitate towards, which is just
Mhm.
negativity. Because I did the same experiment you did as well, where it's just like, hey, I'm,
Mhm.
celebrating, this thing over on my stream, or like, I won an accomplishment. And if I go on there and rant and rave about like, discrimination or something like that, it just
Yes.
gets a whole bunch of likes. I'm like, now why we liking this post and not the ones where it's just like, dang, let's celebrate Black life. Like, can we do that? Can we
Exactly.
do that?
Exactly.
Oh, like I
It's
don't understand.
it's like it's one of those things where like yeah, I will post something and I'm just like, okay, this is probably gonna do well, and it's just like, nah, guys, I'm sick. Oh my god! Like I'm like, god damn it, I don't want this. I want people to celebrate my like my accomplishments, not my tragedies. So yeah, it sucks. It
Yeah,
really does suck.
it does. Ugh. So, when it
Hmm.
comes to your content
Yes.
in general, not
Hmm.
including like, big stream plans like subathons and stuff like that,
Yeah, yeah.
do you ever sit down and like plan out your content typically, or do you just sort of wing it, and why?
I think it's 50-50 for me. Like this subathon is completely unplanned. Whatever I feel like playing, I'll play. But if it's like normal streams, it's completely planned out. It's completely another plan. I have a schedule system and
Really?
everything, but
Okay.
because we're doing this subathon, I don't have to have a schedule system. I can just go on whenever I want, pause the timer, continue on. And that's what makes it kind of nice because it's just like I feel like streaming. Just go online instead of just waiting for the time because I'm gonna start moving to mornings again because that's when my landlords leave. So I'm like, oh, okay, so I can be as
Mm.
loud as I want during the day. So it's one of those things where yeah, no, I'm 50-50 on it. It depends on the event. If it's like one of my like 72 hours, sorry, 72 hour straight charities, no, it's no schedule. Subathons, no schedule. But if it's like, normal streaming times, it's a schedule. I have a schedule events for sure.
Nice. That's honestly very admirable, because
Hmm.
I can never figure out what I want to put on the schedule. Like, I mean, I put together schedules most of the time for
Hmm.
the week, so that way I'm not left to be like, well, what do I play today? I don't know. um, and then also because I'm just really bad at management, but I'm trying to get better at it. Stream special streams such as like cooking
Yeah.
streams and like unboxing streams and stuff where it's just like it may be, you know, checking out a new game that I promised the community. I always forget that. And so like I use Notion pretty heavily. Like even for this, I have
Hmm.
like all the questions thrown into a Notion page. But I've started trying to get into the habit of like putting that into like a sort of like database or like
Yeah.
a storyboard, so that way I can move things over into in progress when I'm actively working on it, and then just dump it in the done bin when I actually knock it out of the park. So,
Yeah.
but it's just really hard sometimes to like sit down and be like, yeah, you know what, I think I will plan this, and then something IRL happens or something else comes up where it's just like maybe a game
Yeah.
dev company reaches out or a brand reaches out and says,
Yes.
hey, can you go do this, and you're like, gosh, I gotta rewrite this schedule and try and figure out another day to like sort of get this out the door and done. So
Yeah, that's one thing I have a trouble with when it comes to like sponsorships and stuff. Sometimes I'll get like brands who will be like, "Yeah, you don't have to do this for like 2 weeks," and I'm like, "Yes, awesome." Then
mm-hmm.
I get some brands who are just like, "Can you do this in like 2 days?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Like slowly like squinting my eyes. I'm like, okay, I have to switch up some stuff now," and then like it could put you in a kerfuffle. I think companies are getting better at that. Thank goodness, because Lord have mercy. Sometimes I'm just like, hey, I have people make planned schedules.
Yep.
So, but companies are definitely getting better at that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh goodness. Now, another question for you, and this is one
Hmm.
that I love asking my guests on here. Have you
Yeah.
ever had a moment where you felt stagnant with your content? And if so, what are some ways that you sort of break through that stagnant moment with your content?
If I ever felt stagnant with my content, oh my god. Yeah, definitely. Uh, there was a moment where I didn't know what to do with myself. And I was doing charities literally once a week for a different charity. That's why I got number 1 at Tiltify. So, I mean number 3 at Tiltify, because I was doing a charity raising money like $1,000 per charity every week, and I was just like different charities, and I was getting so like wondering. I was like, okay, so why am I not doing good in this, that, and the other, and blah blah blah. And I had to be told from other people, it's like, you need to dial it back.
Mm.
And once I started to like, you know, like once I realized this and started to go back and started to like reevaluate myself, that's when I noticed a change in how I felt about my content. Because I was feeling like I'm doing all these, these charity streams, but I'm barely getting views and stuff like that. And then my friend was like, well, you have to get viewers in order to get more stuff for charity. And I was like, you're right. And he's like, just dial them back. Don't do a charity every week. Don't do a charity every week. Do like a charity every month or every other month or something like that. And I was just like, and then work on your content in the meantime and be happy with it. This is the happiest I've been with my content, especially last night. This is the happiest I've been with my content. And I get to play things I want. I'm getting sponsorships. People are coming to me for help, for partnership, how to get partnered. And they're like, I see what you're doing. And I was like, I don't have the numbers to like show that I'm a good content creator. I have what is called reputation.
Yes.
And I have something a little bit better than that, because something that another creator taught me is that you can be like a person with tens of thousands of viewers, but if your reputation is trash, people are not going to want to work with you.
Yeah.
At all. And I've worked with amazing companies, from Sony to like Xseed. I did something with Capcom recently, a paid sponsorship with Capcom recently.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where I had to learn that my reputation was a lot more than my numbers, that my impact was a lot higher than my numbers. So I had to like go dial back on the charity, reevaluate myself, be a little bit more of myself. Because my husband's like, you're fine when you're just Tiffany and just not trying to please everybody. And he was like, you have to understand, you cannot please everybody by being yourself. People are going to hate you no matter what.
Yeah.
There's going to be someone out there that just doesn't like you for you. No matter how much good you do. It's like that line in Spider-Man, no matter how much good in the world that you do, the people will still hate you. They'll despise you or something like that. So it's one of those things where I had to like sit back and be like, okay, who is Tiffany? What does Tiffany like to do? And should I be like, yeah, if I can't please anyone, that's not my problem, that's yours. And that's what I had to do to reevaluate myself and like get better and be happy with my content. Because like I said, this is the happiest I've been. Only reason why I wasn't happy last year, because I was dealing with a terrible landlord situation.
Yeah.
That was the only reason why I wasn't really happy last year. But like overall, well, of course my dad's death too. I was grieving in the middle of all of that. But now I've done like these coven talks. I've done like streams that I've had fun with. I've done working with people. I've done like all of this stuff. I'm very, very happy in my content. I'm very, very overjoyed in my content. I think last night was the happiest I've ever smiled doing my content. So like, wait, what happened? Did my pixel track disconnect?
Yeah, it did.
All right, let me reconnect.
It's so good.
I was like, wait, what happened? What happened?
What happened?
What happened? Oh yeah, it says invalid link now. Oh, okay. Bet.
The new one that I sent you?
No. I see the thing that's up, and it's like this link.
Oh,
this
I
invite
see.
link is invalid. Okay, let me. All right, connect your name. All right, Tiffany Weacher. Okay, there it goes. Hello. There it goes. Okay, it works.
Yay.
Yeah, I had to learn my own validation and stuff like that. And then last year, last year something happened at a particular award show,
Oh
and I was
yeah.
dragged in something. I was dragged in something that had nothing to do with me. I
Tiff,
won that award that
man.
I damn well felt that I earned. Okay, I felt so I felt so proud of my 5th award. I was like, yeah, and then I got dragged into drama that had nothing to do with
Nothing.
me,
Yep.
absolutely nothing to do with me. And I was just like, man, do people actually hate me? Like, it's just like it was that weird since last year. I was like, man, do people hate me? Like what's going on? Like, what's happening? And like, you know, it was just a lot. And but like this year has shown me that, like, things can turn around, things can change, things can fitness, Lord have mercy.
Yeah. Last year was some ish. I can
There was some
I.
bad actors among our community.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I just, I'm this is like I said, this is the happiest I've ever been with making content at the beginning of this year and going forward. Because I get
Love
to like
that.
really set my goals and stuff like that. And fitness, please. And yeah, no, it's just basically just taking time, meditate, seeing what you feel like you're doing wrong, and just saying, don't worry about pleasing everyone. Don't worry about pleasing everyone. You're not going
Yes.
to please everyone. It's fine. Be happy. And like, if you're happy with your content and you're still not growing, find ways to tweak it, but don't ever take away from who you are. Don't ever take away from who you are at all.
100% agree. And I feel like a lot of that sets in stone for a lot of people as they age. Hate to say it, I'm sorry. I ain't trying to say the young ones. It's just over here pleasing everybody, but that's just something, again, like I said earlier, it's just you deal with a lot of stuff, and I hate to say it, but it's just like you kind of have to go through some hurt in order to come to that sort of conclusion for yourself. And it's a lot. Like,
Yeah, it's a
life is
lot.
honestly a lot, but it's just like it's needed to understand, setting those boundaries for yourself, and then also
Yes.
understanding who you are as a person. Like, do some
Yes.
self-reflecting, do some, self-identifying, because like self-discovery is just so
It's nice.
it's nice to know who you are at the end of the day. And
I'm still searching. At the end
same.
of the day, I'm
Same.
still finding. I'm still looking at the end of the day who the hell I am. There's a video I want to send to you after this.
Mhm.
I don't know if you remember this content creator. Their name is Marlon Webb,
That
and
sounds
they were
familiar.
the they were the Water Malone guy, but he started away from all of that stuff and started making really good inspirational like videos. And one
Mhm.
was like, "What are you doing out here in the rain?" And he's like, he goes, he's literally seeing a version of himself that looks successful,
Mhm.
and he's like, I don't know where I am. I don't know where am I going. I don't know all these things.
Oh, I think I
And
seen that.
yeah, it's a really good video. That's the Mortar Malone
Yes.
guy. Yeah, he's come
Send
a
that to me,
long
please,
way.
cuz I want to say that I think that made me cry when I came across it, and I was like, "Oh
It
my
made me emotional
god."
too. I felt the exact same way. I felt the exact same way. And I was like, no, this is um it's let me see, I'm on TikTok. What is this woman doing, making a peach cobbler?
If it's mama, I can believe it.
She's a kind of white woman, so she may be able to get away with it. Let's see here. Let me find a video. But it's like, yeah, it's called Rain Man. It's so good. I thought it was like a funny haha video until like I saw the whole thing, and I was just like, what are you doing in the rain? I'm just like, oh no, now I know what
Yeah.
this video is.
Yeah.
This is about to hit me like a ton of bricks. This is the video. It's really good.
Yes. Yes.
It's really, really, he's come a long way from racial stereotypes, and I'm glad. He even said that he's not that person anymore. He was young and dumb. So it's such a good video. I suggest everyone watch it. If you're ever feeling like you're lost, and you're trying to figure things out, it's okay to be figuring things out. It is absolutely okay to be trying to figure out your life. And don't feel like because you're a certain age, you're still figuring things out. I'm going to tell you a story of someone named Darren DePaul. Darren DePaul is a fantastic voice actor. You may know him as the voice of Reinhardt from Overwatch.
Oh, wow.
He did not get famous until he was well in his 50s. He didn't get the fame that he deserved. He's been acting for years. When he got the role as Reinhardt, that elevated him, that escalated him. Because then he got to be Arden from Final Fantasy 15. He was in Doom. He just shot up from that moment. You never know when your time to shine is. You don't know. It's never too late. You never feel like it's too late that you're figuring things out. You never feel like it's too late that you're figuring things out. There is nothing wrong with that. You are loved, you are valid, and you are understanding in that ideology. My son is 18, and he's like, I don't know what I want to do in my life. I'm like, you're only 18.
Yeah.
It is okay. It is okay to be at this part of your life and feel like you are confused. It is okay. This is a confusing time in your life. I am not going to kick you out. I hate to put it, I'm not like some parents. As soon as you turn 18, get the hell out of my house. Yep. I don't want to kick you out into a world that you haven't quite figured out yet. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I do not want to kick you out in a world that you have not quite figured out yet. Because we're about to hit some dark times, and this is not the best time to put you out on the street.
Yes, indeed.
So it is okay. It is okay if you're like in your 30s and you haven't figured stuff out. It's okay if you're in your 40s if you haven't figured stuff out. It is okay even if you're in your 50s and you haven't figured stuff out. Life is complicated. Life is a journey. And sometimes your journey takes you into different directions that you don't understand. And that's okay. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure things out. My husband's still trying to figure things out. So we are completely and utterly fine with figuring things out.
Life, yes, Malice. Life is strange.
Life is indeed strange.
Oh God. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
I love that series with my whole heart and soul, but it hurts something fierce.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Oh. Not title card. Oh, do you mind if I share what the video that you shared with me in chat?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. But yeah, I remember seeing this on my Zitter timeline, and I was like, oh,
I shared it. Yeah, I shared it on my Twitter timeline. I literally took it from TikTok, and I was like, this video has truly motivated me.
Oh man. Yeah, it hit hard. It hit very heavy.
It hits very, very hard. And I tell people to watch this video. I like, listen, watch the video. It is going to change your perspective of where you feel and when you feel lost. So I tell people that. I tell people that 100%. So I tell people that 100%. It's okay.
Who or what inspired you to pursue voice acting?
So I played Final Fantasy X, and it was the first Final Fantasy with voice acting in it. And I was like, well, the whole wrestling and theater acting never works out. I can do voice acting, you know? Because I want to hear my voice in the video game. That sounds awesome, you know? That sounds cool as hell. So I was just like, okay, yeah, I'll give it a shot if the time comes up. Lo and behold, I developed lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, epilepsy, and all these things that was making me very sick, and I couldn't continue my dream of being a professional wrestler, and that's fine. I was like, okay. So I fell back on voice acting, and it was a hard journey, 100%. I got discouraged at one point really badly. I was going to quit because I wasn't getting work. I just wasn't getting work. I was like, am I not good enough? Am I not this? Am I not that? All these things that I was going through mentally because I just, couldn't figure out what was going on. What was I doing wrong? Until I auditioned for House Party. And one of the main reasons why I wanted to audition for House Party was because I was watching the Game Grumps play, and I was like, man, this game is hilarious.
I remember that.
This game is hilarious. I literally said it next to my husband. Me and my husband would get so excited when we see the episode of House Party, and we would like sit on the sofa and be like, "Okay, let's watch it." And I literally said, I was like, "Man, I would love to voice in this one day." And then he was like, "You'll voice in it one day." Lo and behold,
Aww.
but the opportunity came rising, and I saw that House Party was looking for a black femme presenting voice actor,
Let's
and I
go.
auditioned. So did some white people. I side-eyed the hell out of them, but I auditioned. And I was like, I got the role, and I got it on April Fools. I got it on April Fools.
Oh my God.
So I didn't believe they were legit. But then when I like read the thing, I was like, "Oh my god, it's legit." I was on stream when I read the news when I got the email. So the funniest thing about that story was I would post everywhere that I'm a voice actor in different Reddits, forums, things like that. The team was looking for me for months, apparently, because they saw my demo one day and they were like, "Oh my god, that's the perfect voice for Leah." But they couldn't remember my last name.
Oh my God.
Because they thought my last name was just like a parody of like Witcher, you know?
Oh my
Um,
Lord.
so I was like, no, Witcher is my last name. And they were like, oh.
Ding 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 ding
I was like,
ding. Light bulb.
no, Witcher is definitely my last name. So yeah. Yeah. It was just one of those situations where like I was very happy to like, well, speaking of lines, I just got lines from someone for a voice job. Lily just sent me lines.
Oh, nice.
I'll do that later. But anyway, um, but like, yeah, no, that was definitely one of the things that encouraged me to get back into voice acting was like taking a chance, because voice acting is a competition. People don't want to hear that, but it's a competition. You're competing against other voice actors for the job for the perfect character that the creator wants. It is a competition. You are competing. People may not want to hear that, but you are competing. So it's really demoralizing when you don't get that role or something like that. And I was just at my ends until I did House Party, and then when I did House Party, I started getting more roles. I did Knockout City, and then I did like and stuff like that, you know? So yeah. Yeah, that was one of those things. I'm very, very excited for.
Nice. So I know you've mentioned being an IRL cam streamer before you became a VTuber. Do you mind telling us your experience about that? And then also,
Yeah.
have you experienced any loss of viewership or numbers due to that transition over into VTubing?
So I became a VTuber because of my lupus. My lupus basically puts like a rash on my face sometimes, which is in the shape of a butterfly. That's why people use the butterfly as a symbol for lupus. And I was like literally, saying I'm going to do this as for fun. Because Kilakuma was the person that inspired me to get into VTuber. If Kilakuma is a 3D person, they make my 3D models. And I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. I went to Fiverr, got a cheap ass $60 model, V-Roid model. Now this is like 5-ish years ago, so V-Roids looked a certain way. And so a lot of my community members were not on board with it because they were like, I want to see you. I'm here for you, not this, thing. And I did lose a lot of people. I was literally at like 10,000 followers, and I was literally averaging partnership numbers until I became a VTuber, and then those numbers went down. And I was like, that's fine. I don't care. And like, I had to be like, I do not care. This is not about your happiness right now. This is about me finding my own happiness and me being confident in, doing this. And I didn't feel confident constantly putting on makeup. and constantly making sure I look pretty for the camera. I don't think I should have to do that
Right.
constantly. I think I should like be okay in my skin and still present the entertainment that you all are here for. And yeah, I did lose a lot of people. I mean, farewell, au revoir, sayonara, whatever you like to call it. But like in the end, it didn't matter because I was trying to find my own way. And if people really cared about me, they would have like, you know,
Stuck
wanted
around and
stuck around. I understand I did this because of my own illness, an illness that a lot of people knew about. And you know what? It is what it is. Like I said, it's not that, I mean, I care, kind of, but a part of me doesn't care
right.
because it wasn't about you. It was about me finding that happiness. So yeah, I did lose people, but it is what it is. I'm happy with the people that I have to understand. And some people sometimes do come back. They be like, "Oh my god, I haven't seen you for so long," and they're like, "Oh, you're a VTuber now. That's cool." Um, and yeah, yeah,
Yep.
that would be the situation. So yeah,
Yeah. And it's interesting because I hear that so much. Because even with me,
hmm
you know, I started out as a IRL cam streamer and switched over to
hmm
VTubing. And though I gain other people, I did lose quite a few people who used to come to like my IRL streams and love my voice. And like even like one of my closest friends, which I think they're, you know, better about it now.
yeah,
They weren't really behind the whole ideal of me going to VTubing because they were just like, well, you're going to be behind an avatar and I won't get to see
yeah,
like, you know, your genuine expressions and facials anymore. And I know, you know, my IRL cam days, I was very animated with my faces and I
yeah.
still am to a degree with like my Live 2D model. And I
hmm
can understand them getting feeling that way, but like at the same time it's just like this was something that I had to do for myself cuz you know didn't want to be on cam anymore. I really didn't.
Yeah, I mean
So,
that. I mean, you took it better than I do. I mean, man, that sucks.
yeah.
I mean, like that. Like, man, that sucks. I mean, what do you want me to do? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta be the one doing the the streaming. What do you want me to do?
Right.
Like, like I said, you better than me because I would have been like, man, that kind of sucks for you.
Mhm.
So,
But it's just, and I get it, you know, at some point, you know, I guess people are sort of put off by the whole, oh, you're anime character now.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
I just can't get behind it. And, you know, respectfully so, but it's like still at the end of the day, I'm still me. It's just an
exactly.
avatar is on stream.
Uh-huh.
That's literally the only difference.
100%. And a lot of people don't realize because it goes the opposite way. You can have like the most beautiful avatar and still not bring it to the table for
Yep.
people. And so, like, it shouldn't be about what the person looks like. It should be about what they're bringing to the table. 100%. I tell lots of young like VTubers who want to become VTubers, like, I want to hire this model. Make them like, no, 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 no. Get a PNG. Save your money
Yep.
until you're ready.
Yep.
Because don't. I think the biggest mistake I made was I've changed my look 3 times. I mean,
That.
it stuck with the same notion. Like I kept a lot of the stuff, but I got rid of some stuff too at the same time.
Hmm.
So I'm like, it's like one of those things where I'm just like, yeah, no, don't do that to yourself. Just be happy with. Yeah, I'm getting a 4.0, but it's not a change of outfit. It's a change of body type.
Yes. Oh my god.
I'm getting shorter, so like, uh I'm just like, yeah, no, just get a PNG. Don't do that to yourself. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. I've seen people spend like $20,000 on a model alone. I'm like, ah, that's that's like a year's of rent. I can't do that. No, absolutely, I'm good. If you have the money, more power to you.
Uh-huh.
If you got that fuck you money, more power to you.
Uh-huh. Cause it
But
could never
no,
be me.
it could never be me.
Oh.
Never ever.
Oh. And that's the other thing. It's just like, and because I know, I think what was it? I think Aaron touched on it yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
where people will dish out so much money on a
Yes.
VTuber model. And
Mm-hmm.
then a week to a month to 2 months, if not a whole year later, they ditch it and go right back to cam streaming or either just quit
Yeah.
altogether. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you spent all that money. That's like a whole grand that you could have saved in your pocket.
That's why I tell people to get a PNG. Just get a
Yep.
PNG.
Yep.
Just do it. Don't save yourself the grief. Get a PNG. My
Yes.
husband did that. He had a PNG, and he was like, I don't think I like this design. I think I want to
Yes.
upgrade it.
Eh,
And he goes, he upgraded, and he was like, I was like, okay, when you're ready to get a model, let me know. And he was like, he was like, yeah, no, I'm really set on this design. I'm really set on that. Speaking of husband, he just sent me like 5 messages. Hold on. Oh, he finally did something in World of Warcraft. Okay, that he's been trying to do for months. Okay. I'm proud of you, baby. I'll come and get you a hug. Yeah, he went to Bear Boy, who Bear Boy uses an avatar that's based on his
Mhm.
OC. So his avatar is white, but he's not using it's based on his OC. So a lot of people think
Mm.
like he's like being trying to be white. I was like, no, this is my OC. I'm my OC right now. So he's a very, very talented black artist. Like I'm telling you, like if you love Kingdom Hearts and
Oh,
you love the style of art in Kingdom Hearts, Bear Boy is the only person I will go to for my outfits from now on. That's how
okay.
picky I am with this person. Like when you see my little concept sheets and stuff, me and Malison's
Mhm.
and stuff in the outfits, he did that. He is so talented, like and creative with Final Fantasy slash Kingdom Hearts style
Mhm.
art. He's so talented, and I'm like, he's the only person I go to. He's the only
Nice.
person I go to for my outfits from now on. Cause he gets me. I'll tell him this is exact. You can give him the low. Oh my gosh, Malice's outfit is the greatest example. Malice said, Bear Boy was like, "What do you want to look like?" He goes, "Oh, I want to look like Swain from League of Legends and who was the other person? God, who was the other person that you put? You put two characters." And you said I want to look from Swain, like Swain from League of Legends and someone else, and mix that with time. And that's how Miles got his outfit. That's
Nice.
exactly only on those small little things. Dracula from Castlevania.
Oh,
Yes,
I
Dracula from the
see it.
Castlevania
I
series.
see it immediately just from that.
Yes. So he was like, I like Swain from League of Legends and Dracula from the Dracula series. And I was like, okay. He was like, he goes, say no more. Shit was done in a week.
Dang.
And I was like, well, goddamn. So good. So good. And he doesn't charge that much for a concept. He won't I think it's like he charges under $200 for a concept for a VTuber.
That's
So
not
that's not
bad.
bad
Yeah.
at all, considering that he's making it from scratch and he goes off your details. And he's more than willing to work with you. He streams it on stream. I'm going we're actually meeting him this year for the very first time.
Oh, nice.
Yes. We're meeting him for the very first time. And then he met Red Claw, my 2D papa, at
Mhm.
a furry convention recently for the very first time. So
Nice.
it was really, really cool. It was really, really cool.
Oh man. Yeah, it's just I wish cuz like I look back like don't get me wrong, I love my design. I really do.
Mhm.
And a couple of pieces were inspired by if not my model mama, other things such as the sparkle the glitter on my fit is definitely inspiration from
Mhm.
Lovmura because she has it all over her body. Um
Yes.
the other thing was like the nails. I didn't really figure out what I wanted for like nail color until somebody
Mhm.
in Love More Stream was just like, "Oh, well, you should probably do gold since you have like the gold in your eyes and in your earrings." I was like,
Yes,
"Oh,
they're
that's
amazing. Yes.
perfect." And then the boots, I didn't realize until my friend Blue Noel did my chibi and somebody
Mhm.
who was in Love More's chat asked about my boots and they were just like, "Oh, who did the design for your boots cuz they're really cool." And I was just like, "Oh, well, I did cuz like I did a rough draft of my character
Yeah.
before I handed it
Yeah.
off to other artists." And I looked at them and I was like, "Oh, wait, no. That was Blue because Blue took my original design for the
Mhm.
boots and then
Yeah.
elevated them a little bit to her style. And I was like, oh, Blue, I could kiss you right now. Because you made like literally a masterpiece. But one of the things that, or a few of the things that I looked at when it comes to Blaze's design is people confuse me for a bull, and I am not a bull. I am a whole dragon.
Yes,
And
you're a dragon.
I forgot to ever conceptualize a tail for me, as well as wings, as well as probably what my dragon form would look like. So I can kind of get it. And at the same time, it was just like, dang, that was kind of like an oversight on my part. But I really wanted something out the door that would just like represent me. And it, you know, just kind of worked. But it's just like, I wish I could have sat around and baked on it a little bit more. And so now with my 3.0, I am doing a lot of that sort of like concept art and like baking of things and trying to hone in on like what I actually want Blazette to look like. Like, don't get me wrong, I want people to recognize me with this design, but
100%.
I still want to kind of like elevate her just a little bit more to where she looks like a dragon and still embodies me at the end of the day.
It's rough because like sometimes like you think of things like I'm like I said, I'm not changing my outfit at all. I'm just becoming shorter because someone in my community was like, I was like, I'm like an elf, but you know, but I'm very short. And someone was like a dwarf, and I was like, the fuck is a dwarf? So like I was like, we talked like this. They were like a dwarf is an elf dwarf mixed with a dwarf. They're very rare. They are hard to have in conception. For people who don't know, I tell the story how my parents, I was a miracle child. I wasn't supposed to be alive. And my parents were trying for children for years until I was born, to the point where my dad took me to the railroads when he used to hang out as a kid, held me up to the sky, said, "This is my child," in like a Lion King like aspect, because he wanted to like, he was very happy I was born because I actually was a miracle child. So I was like, damn, that works very well. And so I started like rewriting my lore. I'm actually in the works of a lore video right now.
Let's go.
So like that lore video is probably not going to drop until maybe May. So I was like, oh man, I love the idea of a dwarf. And Red Claw can't do my 2D model, but I'm not saying a 3D model may not be in the works that may be done by the time I can get the lore video out. I'm just saying possibility.
Okay.
So someone was like, yeah, they have a hard time consummating, have hard time having children and all these things. I was like, damn, that's literally the story of my life. And they were like, they're not too tall, not too short. They're usually in the 5 foot range, like 5 foot range. And I'm like, shit, that's me. I'm 5 feet. So we started
Wait,
like
you
brainstorm.
are?
Yeah, I'm 5 feet tall.
Five, like 5 what?
5 nothing.
Not 5 nothing.
I am 5.
Oh, you're
Tall.
What? How are we the same height? How are we about the same height? Like, granted, I'm 5'2", but still, how are we the same height?
People was like, why does Malice always look so much bigger than you as a Vtuber? I was like, because Malice is 6'3".
Not a bunch of shit. Get out, silly.
Malice is 6'3". He's I married a tall one. So like I'm 5, yeah, because they were like telling me the story, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Now I want to change my VTuber again. Oh no. So we're gonna be working on a 4.0 design, but it's not gonna be anything too different. It's just gonna be like maybe some new toggles and a completely different body. So I am so excited. I'm so excited. But yeah, 3D might be in the works. Me and Kuma may have talked.
Nice. It's okay, because me and possibly my model mama may have talked. So continue.
Yeah, Red Claw's gonna do it in the summer, and we've already had our conversation. He's like, "Oh, I just need to redo the body and just stretch the outfits on top of it, unless you want your boobs bigger or something like that." And I did a smiley face. He's like,
"Not the smiley."
I always send him. It's the funniest thing, and he knows when I'm coming because I'll send him a gif of someone breaking down a door. He's like, "Oh dear God, Tiffany, what do you want?" I'm like, Papa, Papi, because he's Puerto Rican. I'm like, Papi, I
Oh,
need something. And he's like, as I wanted to, and that's the other thing, I had to pick someone who was a certain melanin
yeah.
who understand, because I am brown, but I'm brown and yellow because of my lupus. So I wanted my model to look around my skin color. And I was
Right.
like, trust me, I wanted Lovmura so badly, but I can't afford Mura. I'm sorry, Mura. I really would
I
love to
will
work with
grip
you one
your
day.
hand. You are going to become my sister one day.
I am a broke bitch. And I
she
want to pay you what you deserve.
now you
So
know she does payment plans. Just putting that out there. Just just putting that out there. We talked about this.
don't tell me.
Just,
Don't tell me.
we talked about this. Okay, just putting that out there.
And then but it's like same. I'm like, because it's been a thought in the back of my mind. I don't think Red would care. I think Red would be happy that I was like, long as I'm happy, Red doesn't mind. But like when I think about like people that I would love to work with in the future, I'm like, oh, Love Mirror would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we say payment plans, how low can we go?
Listen, just
How low?
just talk it. Just talk it out.
Okay,
With her. That's all.
all right,
That's
all
all
right.
I will say. If you want to DM me, just DM
Yeah,
me.
yeah, I'll DM you. I'll DM you.
Oh
Cause like,
man.
I was just like, I can't afford it. And that I'm not saying Red is cheap. I did do a payment plan with Red, but I just was like, Red was a little bit more affordable for my wallet, and
Mm.
because being chronically and ill and disabled, your medication is not cheap. Um, it's not cheap even in Canada. It's not cheap. By the way, for people who misunderstand, just because you live in Canada doesn't mean that everything in health is free. It's not. Dentistry is a luxury, and so is glasses. Um,
Oh
so
Lord.
um, so they're we like to say luxury bones in Canada.
Oh
everything else
gosh.
everything else, yeah, you're fine, but like, when it comes to certain things, even medication can be still super expensive, um and in this aspect, but no, 100%, there are some people I would love to work with, and there's some people I would like, you know yeah.
Yeah.
uh but anyway.
So, for those just joining the stream, because I realized I didn't do the intro for quite some time,
It's
um,
fine.
you're good. Welcome everyone to Uppies for Beauties and Baddies, the BIPOC POC experience, where I, your host, Blaze at Midnight, the baddest dragon queen Vtuber here on Twitch, invite some incredibly talented creatives to spend a little time with me while getting grilled in the dragon's den. Today we have the lovely Tiffany Witcher discussing themselves,
Hello.
their journey into content creation, and anything else they wish to speak their truth on. Mods drop the socials, viewers peep the chat, and be sure to follow these beauties and baddies to know where it's at. Time to celebrate and elevate. Let's get it poppin'. So,
I like that. That's really good.
listen, it took forever for me to write it down and then put it to memory. This is the first
Oh, I
year.
understand.
This
I
is the
understand.
this is the first year that I had to remember it because I think the last Uppies for Beauties and Baddies episode I did was while I was still unemployed, like springtime, I want to say. So
Hmm.
it's been some months. So when I pulled this back up again, I was like, oh God, do I even remember this anymore? And I had to
Hmm.
practice it again. I'm like, oh, there we go. Got the flow again. Oh, but moving on. Oh, before we move on to any more questions,
Hmm.
do you need to take a break? Bathroom break,
If
water
I can
break,
just grab
food?
I can be back in like a minute. I just need to grab some water.
Okay, yeah, take your time.
Did my husband take my stuff? Oh no, he didn't. I just put it over there. Okay, I was like, did he take my sneak in and take my stuff out of my nose? Because sometimes he grabs my plates and stuff. I'll be
Aw.
right back. I'll grab
Yeah,
some
take your
water,
time.
and I'll just return in a minute.
Also, everyone should look at Tiffany's sleeping animation. Wait, it's gonna kick it in. There it goes. She's dreaming of her hubby. They are dreaming of their hubby. Look at that. It's so cute. It's so cute. Look at that. It's adorable. I love it so much. I remember just lurking in Tiffany stream one day, and I saw that. I was like, oh, that's adorable. It's like, part of me wants that for Raihan. I want this. I want this. It's so adorable. But hopefully everybody is enjoying the show so far. And I don't know if y'all have seen. Oh my God, silly. You pulled the carpet underneath me. GG's. Congratulations, silly.
All right. I'm sorry about that.
Welcome back. No, you're good. You're good. You like your friend's horns? Very cute. Wait, who is friends? Wait, what's happening? I know.
Who is we?
Who is friends? It's like, are you talking about Tiffany? I didn't know Tiffany had horns, unless you're talking about me.
Oh, that's one of my viewers. Hi, Kinky got.
Oh, okay. It's like, who is this? But welcome in, Kinky. How are you?
I was like, wait, I know that person.
Oh man. You also still love the Be Right Back video montage, but yeah, oh my God. Tiffany's Be Right Back clip montage is so great.
I really need to update it. It finally needs an update. It has my old models on it and everything. It needs an update. My husband keeps reminding me. I was like, I gotta get an editor that I can pay. We don't got money.
Oh, I feel that so bad. I really do. If I had all the time in the world to like just edit my own stuff, I would do it. But it'd be so hard.
It's time consuming. I want to pay people.
Yeah, that as well.
I'm a voice actor. I should be believing in paying people. I don't like getting stuff for free. Fan art, I understand because you're drawing that in your free time. But like when it comes down to like, I had a really amazing person, Fudiety, who did my new Starting Soon music. I had her do my new Starting Soon music. I really love her stuff, and I was just like, okay. I was like, okay, I want to get it done. And she was like, I can give you some free sounds. I was like, absolutely not. I paid for you to do the music. If I'm going to get sounds, I'm going to pay for you for the sounds when I have the money. I am not taking anything for free. Absolutely not. Yes. I will pay you. And Foodie was like, I love you so much. I was like, I love you too, but don't ever try to offer me anything for free. No, hell the fuck no.
Exactly.
You for your time and work. That's how I feel.
Also, hi Jay, and I make no promises, Kinky, but I will try my best not to eat you this stream. And yes, editing really is like a second and third job. Like don't get me wrong, I enjoy it when I do set aside some time to do it because I am working on like one thing that I'm trying to like video edit and get out the door. But all the other times I'm just like, God, this is like 4 hours of footage that I have to trim down to like a 30-minute video. This is long. And like even just like once I trim it down, I still have to do like more editing on top of that. So it's gonna take like extra hours just to get to that portion. So I'm like, oh, I wish I had more time, but I don't. So
yeah, it's one of those things where you want more time, but you just don't have the time. 100%.
Right. Life do indeed be lifing. Next question I have for you, which I already know the answer to, but I want others to know. Do you have an Oshi? And if so, who are they?
Geez, I know it's like I really do love Iron Mouse and what she's done for the disability community. Like I was in an article with her about talking about my story and how and I relate to her because I know what it's like to basically be trapped at home all the time and to deal with that kind of stuff, and it's one of those things where it really sucks. And she took something and she made it her own empire. She did. She made her own empire. She's now doing stuff because she didn't give up. She just kept going. I want to keep that kind of mentality of just keep going. I mean, like I love what she's done for the community, especially what she's done for rare, autoimmune diseases. And
Yes.
rare immune diseases, and how much money she's raising, and how she's bringing more light to that as a VTuber, and she's using her platform for that. She's raised a lot of money, like millions of dollars, for this organization, and it's a really legit great organization. Um, Zentreya is another one, but it's gonna be more of Zen has opened doors for people who are disabled as well, especially with the TTS bot. That you could be entertaining with a TTS bot,
Right.
with a TTS talking for you. Like it's what you put. It's like a prime example of what you put out as content, and how you puppeteer yourself, because we're basically puppets. Let's be honest. We're like VTuber things are like puppeteering. So she's one of my Oshis because she's taking something, and I like people who like take something and like still persevere,
Right.
find ways, and and Zen is older. Like Zen's been around for a very long time. Did it disconnect again?
It did.
Oh,
I told you it's buggy.
Lord have mercy.
Those are just some of the gotchas with Pixel Chat. So
Okay.
just
I am
FYI,
back.
in case you use it. I'm waiting for one that's a little bit better than
That streamlines,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
That would be nice. That would be so much nice. But yeah, no, I would say like when it comes to like people that like are Oshis, like those two are definitely on my list of people that I consider Oshis, and because I mean, they just been through so much, and they just know how to like overcome that, and I want to actually get to that level of content creating. I want to get on that level sooner or later, probably hopefully sooner. Hopefully sooner than later, but yeah, I would say those are people I look up to. And like I wish there was more black famous VTubers.
Yes, for the love of God, yes.
I want to see more agency ones that are black, but like you don't see it. And I know some people call me their Oshi, and I am very thankful for that. Don't get me wrong, I am very thankful for that. Thank y'all, because I never thought I'd be someone's Oshi. I never thought I would be that stage of VTubing. Or someone called me that. My husband calls me his Kami Oshi, and I was like, you know what that means? That's crazy. So I would like to see more black VTubers out there that can achieve those big goals. Do I want to be the person that achieved those big goals?
Yes.
I don't think so. I kind of want to be. I would like that, but it's more of it was more of like I want to be like I want to help people get to that point that are black VTubers, rather than like I kind of want to be behind the scenes in a situation. I guess that's what it is. I kind of want to be behind the scenes, but yeah. That's what I truly want to do.
That's understandable. And again, like I would love to see that as well, and also similar to like someone calling you their Oshi. I would love to see, because I know both of us are cosplayers. I would love to see people in the cosplay scene look at that and be like, I want to cosplay that VTuber right there.
I would love if that happened to me, I would be like so shocked. I would be so shocked. I would be like, excuse me, what?
Because like if I go to a convention and I see a Tiffany Witcher cosplayer, I'm gonna be like, oh my God, you know her!
Yeah, I would want a picture ASAP.
Yes.
I need a picture ASAP.
Yes.
Someone is actually going to be making my hat for me. So when I go to, because I can't be in the sun, and holding an umbrella is annoying. So I was like, what if I got someone what if I commission someone to make a witch hat for me that protects me from the sun? And then people can know it's me when they see me walking around.
Right.
And so like, I have Mossy, what's her name? Mossy. Mossy Fox, who's a VTuber.
Oh.
They make these beautiful bat cosplays. They've been making these beautiful bat outfits. You probably if when you see the bat outfit, you'll be like, oh, I know who that is.
Mm.
She's gonna be making my hat for me because she used to make witch hats, and I was like, can you make me a witch hat? Like actually make me a witch
Nice.
hat? And she was like, yeah. What do you want on it? I was like, I just wanted to protect me from the sun. And she's like, okay. And she gave me the price payment plan, of course. So I'm just waiting for a specific check to come in so I can like pay for it. Unless someone really wants to help with my sabotage. But like no, she's gonna do that. That way I can walk around and but if I ever see a VTuber someone cosplays me, I'll be like, okay, I can die happy. I can die happy. I'm great with this.
All right. So I have a question, which I've
Yes.
already prepped you for, but
Uh-huh.
I'm just curious about
Yeah, sure.
what your response is to this. Um, do you or have you ever
Mhm.
considered doing 18 plus or not safe for work content?
Consider it, but would never do.
Okay.
Um, it's very hard for a lot of not safe for work content creators to get sponsorships or
Yeah.
opportunities. There are some sponsors, and I'm not going to say what they are, name what they are, because I like my sponsors. So, and I'm no snitch. There are some people who will not accept 18 plus creators. Even if you do it as a side thing, they will not accept 18 plus creators. And there are some sponsors that I completely understand that because of a certain crowd that those sponsors take in. You won't see one for Nintendo whatsoever. Like
Oh
it
yeah.
would be a very rare case. Even I can't get sponsored by Nintendo because I swear. That's the
Yeah.
reason why I swear. So I like to keep what I have. Have I thought about it? Absolutely. Have some people wanted to make fan art with me and someone else doing that safe for work stuff? Absolutely. And I've said no. So like I just no, I'm good.
No, that's
I'm good on that one. I don't knock it. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I do voice in possibly not safe for work games, but I never. It's more. But when I tell my sponsors this, and it was like, no, that's more like working in movies. There's a complete difference. Like, and it's like you're doing a game that happens to have a scene in it, or there'll be games where happen to have sex scenes in it, and I'm not even doing the sex scene. I'm doing creature voices. I'm doing monsters, and they just need a creature voice actor, and it happens to be a not safe for work game. That's the situation sometimes with me.
I see.
So like I have no problem with people that do it. I hang out with YouTubers and stuff like that.
Right.
But it wouldn't be a situation that I don't see myself doing personally.
And that's
I mean, I would have made more money. I tell you what. I probably would have made bank. I tell you what. But like
I mean,
but like no.
And that's pretty much the same for me to a degree, because I would, I won't say it on stream, but there are some avenues that I wouldn't mind trying, but because I also work in a corporate world, absolutely not.
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
And being a parent, oh my goodness, no.
You're not gonna catch me in this at all. So
No. People are wild, parasocial attitudes. I don't trust it.
Yep. And things, and also just because I work in tech, things can get out. Things are audited. Things are saved even when you think they're gone. Yeah, no. No, I'm not putting myself in that sort of situation where it's just like, but I tried to scrub my record clean and it's still lingering out there in the netherworlds of the internet. And it's just like, well, I'm just kind of screwed at this point in time. So
once it's on the internet, that's the thing about the internet. Once it's there, it's not gonna leave.
No, not at all.
And that's why I was just like, I won't do any not safe for work. I won't do any not safe for work projects or anything like that. And I'm glad people understand that. so glad people understand, because some people just don't get it. They're like, well, why
Yep.
not? And I'm like, no, I'm good. My streams are like not, I don't even consider my streams 18 plus. I mean, honestly, because I swear, swearing is not bad. And I'll say
Yeah.
one lewd joke once in a while, but that's just about it. And if I go too far, I just stop myself. I'm like, Tiffany, nope. Tiffany, don't.
It's like, don't do that. Don't do it. Oh, see, I'm glad I opened up this category here.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've heard this story when you said it on your stream, but
Yeah.
I want everybody else to hear this story.
Oh no, what is it?
How did you and your significant other meet?
Oh, okay. So there's a game called World of Warcraft. Don't play it. It's not worth your time. You'll lose 15 years of your life. Um um so I was originally a hardcore player. I played the game since beta. I've been playing the game since beta. And the funny thing is, my ex almost killed me so we can get a hard drive to get this game, because we got into a car accident because he decided he wanted to go into the middle of the night and get it. That's a different story. We ain't gonna get into that.
Ooh,
Anyway, so we got this game and I got really, really into it more than my ex. And I decided to, after me and my ex were like really rocking, we broke up. I decided to go to a different server, all these things and stuff like that. So we went to this brand new server, which was a roleplay server. So I went from being a hardcore raider, like raiding all these bosses and stuff like that, to going to a roleplay server, which is more easygoing. And how we met was I was roleplaying this innocent, sweet, lovable priestess, because I worked at GameStop and I hated my job, so I wanted to play something nice. And I was in like doing a storyline with someone else, and Malice's character, whose name was at the time a different name before he actually got the name Malice on the server, was like, I'm gonna kill that priestess. She looks way too good.
Oh my god!
She looks too holy, too nice, too kind, blah blah blah. I'm gonna murk her. So that was his goal. He wanted to murder my character, and I was like, oh, that's wild, that's crazy. So he followed us and everything like that, and then something happened in the storyline, and he kind of disappeared. I'm talking to the city guard, the so-called server city guard, and I'm like, this is evil guy, blah blah blah. I need y'all to lock me up in the stocks to protect me, because he's gonna try to come and kill me, blah blah blah. And it wasn't Malice who I was talking about. It was another person.
Oh.
And Malice's character suddenly just pops up and stands there and was listening to the whole situation on his character. The guard, he was wanted by the guard because he's the leader of a cult called the Dark Hand of his old character name. I'm not gonna say his old character name, but he was the Dark Hand of his old character name. And so it was like they all turned and looked at him, and they were like, isn't that the guy from the flyer? And they just turned and looked at each other, and then they stopped, they dropped me, and I'm like, sure. And they start chasing him throughout the city, and I'm just like, are you effing kidding me? So I go walking, I just walk away, and I'm like looking over my back and shoulder, and then I run into him again. And I started becoming curious about this person. So I started following him, and I followed him all the way up to this little beautiful waterfall area in the World of Warcraft near Stormwind City. And he's like, why are you following me? I was like, and my character was like, because you interest me. And like, that's when it all began, because I said you interest me. And since then we were role playing a lot together, and then we started building a friendship, and through that friendship we started building a little bit something more, because we would hang out all the time. Soon as I would log on in World of Warcraft, he would log on. Soon as he would log on in World of Warcraft, I would log on. And at the time, I didn't know I had feelings for him. I didn't know. I was like, I'm just getting out of a relationship. I'm going to start a whole phase soon. So I was like, I want to start a whole phase. I just want to like not care, because I've been hurt by, people in my like these relationships, and I just want to have a whole phase. Little did I know that was never going to happen in the future. So we basically talked a lot, and I was talking to a friend. I was like, yeah, I met this guy named Malice, and we like, I think I have a new best friend, and my friend was like, and I was like, what do you mean, She's like, that's not a friend.
Not that's
She's
not
like,
a friend.
she said, that's not a friend, Tiffany. She goes, what do you mean? She goes, you sound like this is a boyfriend. And I was like,
Oh.
he's not my boyfriend. And she's like, you literally just said that you get excited when you see this person log online and you can't wait to hang out with them, to the point where you fall asleep in front of your computer when you're role playing with them. Tiffany, that is not a friend. This is a person you have legitimate feelings for him. And I was like, do I? And I started questioning myself for the next couple of days. And I was like, oh shit, I caught feelings. Oh no, I don't even know what this guy looks like. I was like, I don't even know if this guy, and not that it matters. I was like, I don't know if this guy is male or female. I don't know if this person is blah, blah, blah. I have no idea. What am I going to do? I was like, oh, I'm fucked. So I kind of like playfully, like, talked to him. And I was like, hey, what do you look like? Like, and I'm a person who, I'm very demisexual, so looks
Same.
really don't matter to me at all. Like, looks really don't matter to me. But it's one thing that is my big weakness is a big thick man. And when he sent me the picture of himself, he was a big thick man, and I was like, so I sent him a picture of myself. But I was being a little slutty, and I sent him a picture of me in a swimsuit. Oh no, I sent him a picture of me dressed as a gothic nurse, and that's when it really started kicking up. So I got wasted one night. I was like, I can't tell him I have feelings for him. My friend was like, Tiffany, take a bottle of beer or alcohol and drink it, and then tell me how you feel. And I was like, that's a bad idea. She goes, you don't get drunk. She was like, Tiffany, you don't get drunk over one bottle of alcohol. And I was like, okay, yeah, you're right. That's true. I had a bottle of sake, a small bottle of sake, probably about the size of a Coca-Cola bottle. So I was like, I can drink all of this and I'll be just fine. Little did I remember it was sake. Not like a beer.
Yep.
Not like a beer or anything. Yep. So I drank this sake. I got my keyboard out and I played him a song and everything. And I was like, and I sent it to him. And he was like, oh, this is really good. I was like, yeah. And I go, I like you.
Aww.
And he goes, I like you too.
Aww.
And I was like, really? He goes, yeah. He was like, I've always kind of liked you. I just wasn't sure. Mind you, there was another girl trying to play for his affection.
Boo.
That's the reason why. Boo. I was like, I like him, but I don't want to lose him. And she was like, just get drunk and like, just get drunk and tell him.
Get drunk and nab that.
And I was like, okay, I did. Like, and so we planned our first trip. I took a bus ride from New England to Canada, and I met him for the first time. I met his family, and it was one of the most wonderful like interactions I had with someone. We laughed, we joked. I was like, I had butterflies around this person. I never felt butterflies around someone in my life. I've never felt that feeling around someone in my life. It was a feeling I could not understand. I couldn't understand what was truly what I was feeling. I literally got into a relationship when I was in high school, and I was like, I didn't understand true love and true affection until I met Malice. Aww. I didn't understand what boundaries were. I didn't understand all these things until I met Malice. I was Malice's first real relationship.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So we met 16 years ago on World of Warcraft. We are now married after 7 years. We just celebrated our 7-year anniversary. And he proposed to me at a League of Legends event here in Toronto. That he contacted Riot Games to help plan because he knew I was playing the game a lot and I really wanted to catch an LCS, like an actual esports event. So he planned this big, elaborate wedding proposal. That's on the internet. You can watch it on YouTube. We don't care. You'll know exactly what we look up. You could just look up LCS North American Finals Toronto from All Chat, from the actual one of Riot's actual official League of Legends channels, which was called All Chat. And you can see the wedding proposal right there. And it was Malice understood the assignment with me. He understands the assignment. And that's what makes him such a great companion, because there'll be times where I'm just like when we found out I could have like autism and stuff, he started researching right away and started understanding why I did certain things. Now I know he has ADHD. I understand why he has certain things, because he didn't know he had ADHD, but his parents knew ever since he was a kid, and they never really confirmed it with him. Yeah, and he was like, I think I have ADHD, and they looked at each other and they go, we know. And I was like,
and you ain't say nothing?
You have been doing this for 20 something years and you didn't know you had ADHD, but now you know you have ADHD? They were like, yeah, they confirmed it when he was a kid, he had ADHD. So, but like, it's one of those things where even though we get mad at each other, we tend to just like sit down and talk it out.
Right.
And apologize to each other.
Aww.
And like, it's one of those communications that I cannot ever have with anyone else.
Yep.
Because he does his thing, he tries his best, and sometimes I can be a little hard on him about it, but then I'm just like, you know what? Nah, I'm just gonna keep spoiling him, fuck it. I'm probably just frustrated at myself and my own failures, and that's why I'm being hard on him.
Yeah. And
I understand, and I had some self-reflecting that I have done. I was like, sometimes I'm just so hard on myself. I want to see other people do better than me. And that's something I want for my husband. I want him to do better than me. And that's why I get so like, I'm a little bit of a tough wife and a tough parent, even though I think my husband's a little bit of a tougher parent. But like, it's one of those things where it was a chance encounter meeting him. Like, it was one of those things I feel like it was meant to be. 'Cause like, you meet on someone, out of the millions of people that play, you find someone that gets you.
Right.
Things you like, but doesn't like the same things you like. And that's what I like. And one of the first dates he ever took me on, because I was really obsessed with the Scott Pilgrim movie. Mm-hmm. And he knew how obsessed I was with it. He took me to all the places where they shot the movie in Toronto. And I was like, oh, this is the castle scene. This is the scene with Chris Evans. I think it's Chris Evans, when he plays the skateboarding Evil X. Can you turn that on? Yeah. He's in the room with me laying down. He woke up at 6 a.m. He's like, I'm tired. Yeah. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. So if you hear like a little fan, that's just him just blowing air, because he has to sleep with a fan on. But he's an amazing person. I wouldn't trade him for anything. He's the love of my life. He's my soulmate. He's also my caretaker now, because when COVID hit, I couldn't have a caretaker anymore. She had to go, because she looks at so many people, she couldn't take care of people who are immunocompromised anymore. Dang. So he learned how to be my caretaker. He was like, I'm gonna quit cooking. He goes, I'm not happy there. And I'm like, okay. He goes, really? He goes, yeah, okay, that's fine. I'll do more voice acting and streaming. Because it was like perfect timing. And I hate to say it like that COVID was perfect timing. Right. But that's when I like really started to pick up with my streams and doing more voice acting. He was like, I'm not happy. And I'm like, no, if you're not happy, then don't do it. Yeah. He wasn't. He was working 14-hour shifts, sometimes opening the store until closing the store, and then have to coming back to open the store again. So being one of the head chefs there, being a chef is a very stressful job. Mm-hmm. So, it is one of those things where he was like, I want to quit. I don't want to do this anymore, Tiffany. I'm not happy. And I'm like, no, that's completely fine. I'll make this streaming thing work. I'll make this voice acting thing work. And we have absolutely made it work. Like, we're not like buku money, you know. Sometimes right. I need my community's help, but in the end, I'd rather have my husband home, that I could see him as someone who actually understands my caretaking needs, than you know, him being unhappy barely seeing him, and those things can lead to divorce.
Yep.
So, and I don't want to lead those things to divorce. I don't want to get into a divorce. So I was just like, no, absolutely. You, you stay home. You could be a stay-at-home husband. I can do work from home. Easy as easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And that's exactly what we did, and we made it work.
Love that.
We made it work, and that's why I was happy about that. We made it work because it is such, and I don't like, and I know, it's so scary when you're doing something different. It's so scary. It's absolutely terrifying when you're taking a chance on something. And COVID was literally, one of those things where I had to do it for his happiness because he was just not happy. He was just not happy at all, and I wanted to make sure he was happy. And that's what you should do in relationships. Ensure the happiness of each other and have communication.
Yes,
that's what
communication.
That's why I always communicate with people constantly, because I'm like, I have my husband to thank for that, even though he's sleeping. Are you sleeping? He's doing the Hawaii thing. Okay. He's okay. Oh, he's doing the California wave. You okay? Yeah. Okay. He's such a sweetheart. He's gonna be actually streaming while I'm gone for a month, so, which I'm very happy about. He's gonna be doing some streaming as well, taking care of me. I'll be sleeping on the couch while he's streaming, and if something's wrong, he'll just quickly look over and see if I'm okay.
So, gosh, now you got me all over here feeling. But honestly, you dropped some really beautiful relationship advice gems.
Yeah,
for other people, and just hearing your story, because I remember you sharing a part of it during your stream. Like, I think it was one night I was in there just lurking and just vibing in your stream, and I was just like, oh, not you about to make me cry.
I mean, I elevate the fuck out of my husband. I'm like, no, my husband's the greatest person in the world. I mean, there'll be times where he pissed me the hell off, but I mean, that's just normal. Men are men.
Yeah.
Men just love pushing your buttons. He's just like his father. He don't want to admit that, but he's just like his father, because I see his father do the same thing to his mother, and I'm like, huh, that looks familiar.
Dang.
Shut up, Malice. You know what I mean? I'll push your button.
Oh my goodness. What is one thing that has helped you grow as a content creator? Or what any kind of advice that you have for like any content creator that's out there looking to get into VTubing or streaming?
I'm gonna say it again. Stay in your goddamn lane. Mind your business. You don't have to chime in for every controversial take. It was like that happens. Oh, I knew he was no good. I knew that creator was no good. I knew that. You don't have to chime in everything that's on the internet right now. You don't have to do that. Stay in your lane. If you want to do that, that's more power to you.
That part.
Be careful. Be careful. Freedom of speech is not freedom of consequences.
Ooh! Say it again. Say it again. Louder for the folks in the back.
Freedom of speech is not freedom of consequences, y'all. Whether you are on the right, the middle, or the left, y'all need to just be the fuck careful with what you say. Because, like, sometimes that shit comes back to you. You could say something in the context of very well meaning the kindest thing, but y'all proofread your shit.
Yep.
Like, please, God, for the love of God. Sometimes I see people like, well, that wasn't the context I was meaning to say. And I'm like, wait, what is this? Wait, hold on. I just got a message. 1 second.
Oh, take your time.
Give me a second. Oh, okay. It was one of the people I commissioned. I told them about something. And they were like, oh, we can fix that. I'm like, yeah, no, it's no big deal. Yeah, no, it's just like, just mind
your damn business.
Mind your damn business, y'all. Just please, just.
I know, right? It's silly. I was like, oh God, what happened?
Lord have mercy. Mind your business. Just stay in your lane. You don't have to chime in on every you don't have to chime in on every damn thing that is on the internet. Like I see so many people who is like, and I understand getting political. You want, like I said, you
Yeah.
want to get political, that's fine. That's fine. Remember, that's gonna stick with your brand.
Yep. That part.
It's going to stick with your brand. People are going to see you as that kind of a person. And then they're going to be like, well, why don't you speak about this? And why don't you trust me? I've seen
Child.
it so many
Yes.
happen.
Oh,
I've seen it
yes.
happen so many times. Well, why don't you speak about this? And why don't you speak about that? And okay, we're gonna talk about the elephant in the room. So there was a Black VTuber Awards situation,
Oh,
and
Lord.
someone put a lot of work into it. And I'm not defending or not defending them, but we can't deny there was not a lot of work put into it,
Yes.
right? There was some valid criticisms, and then there was some invalid criticisms.
Yes.
And the invalid criticisms really took away from the valid criticisms of the award
Yes.
show. And there was a lot of people that want to be loud and then attack other content creators. Some of them were deserving that should have said things that they should have said, but there were some innocent people in the crossfire.
Yep.
I was told, I was like, well, why don't you say anything, Tiffany? Why the hell should I say anything? You
That
guys are
part.
basically putting me to the cross right now. Why should I say something about a situation I have really nothing to do with? I was nominated for and was chosen to be the winner. Why should I say something if I have nothing to add that was valid criticism to this conversation? Why should I be dragged in? Why? Give me one good reason. Oh, because of your influence. You're a bigger Black VTuber, blah, blah, blah. There is no such thing as a bigger Black VTuber. And hear me out before you
No.
cancel me.
Go off. Go off.
There are such things as big VTubers. We have never seen a big Black VTuber. And you can be like, oh, well, there's this person, there's that person. Yeah, but you don't see them. Do you see these people in advertisement for big things? Like Twitch rivals, when they have like Twitch.
Yep.
Do you see anyone on the same level as like, and this is no shade to any of these VTubers. Do not think this is a shade. This is more of a power scaling. You don't see anything compared to like Doki Bird. You don't see anyone compared to that. Stop calling Black VTubers that just have more numbers big Black VTubers, because we're all still fucking small. Let's just be real and honest with each and every person here. Don't be calling like, oh, well, Keishan is a big Black VTuber, or Blazette is a big Black VTuber and stuff like that. Stop doing that. Because you're ousting us in the situation. You're ousting your own people in the situation. You're putting us in a certain group of people, and then people who feel like they're smaller than us,
right,
will basically say, well, you don't deserve to be here, like in an Overwatch tournament that happened earlier last year to me. Stop doing that.
Yep.
Stop doing that. The one problem that we all have is unity, and we need to work on that. When you're segregating numbers, that's a problem. It is a big problem. I'm going to keep it like, this is like the only time I'm ever probably going to say this. Y'all can cancel me. I don't give a fuck. When we're segregating numbers in our own community, that is a big problem.
Yeah.
I understand people like, and he's not a VTuber, but we're going to use him as example. Synod we can't deny his numbers. He's doing a stream right now with over 100,000 people right now. 100,000 people. That is big.
Yeah.
Kai Cenat has the record for the most subs earned on the platform. That is big.
That part.
But when you compare someone saying that they're a big Black VTuber, and you'll see the people like Doki Bird or like Cinder or stuff like that don't have our skin color, I'm tired of hearing it.
Yep.
A big VTuber, I want to see one so bad. I want to see one break the mode so badly.
Same.
So badly that it gives people more hope that they can be a big VTuber.
I would want it. I would want to see that as well.
This is the only time I'm gonna say it. This is the only time I'm gonna say it because I dealt with it last year. I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm so
No,
sorry.
no, please
That got me
continue.
hella heated.
No,
That
no,
got me
because
instantly
I
heated.
love. This is the sort of perspectives that I want to hear because a lot gets unsaid,
Yes.
or said behind closed doors, and it really just needs to be talked about and said
Fitness
in the
knows.
space.
Fitness knows.
So
Fitness knows I've said this.
so I'll put it this way. I be lurking. I have my ear to the ground, so I hear and see a lot of things, but I will not reveal I hear and see a lot of things. So
I
saw a lot of what you're referring to from the outside, if not through means I won't expose. So, but
Lord
yeah,
have mercy. Yeah, no, it's one of those things where like I get so tired of like our own inner segregations, our own inner situations that that we have, and instead of doing something productive and like being like that's exactly why I made Potion Fantasy, because I didn't want people to feel like their numbers mattered.
Yes.
At all. I didn't want to feel like I wanted to take people. We had Anna on who just hit 1,000 followers that night, and I cried because they were like, "Thank you." They were like, "Thanking me." I was like, "No, thank you. You were the guest that they listened to, and they were like, I'm going to follow this person. I didn't do anything but bring you to I brought you to a location. It was you to perform. That's it.
Exactly.
It was you to perform, not the other way around. You are completely fine and understanding in this situation, and I'm happy and I'm proud of you, but it was you that did this, not me. Always remember that. I want people to understand that we should be working together as a group. We should be not attacking each other for the smallest mistakes as a group.
Yes.
Like, there are people who have done so much worse. There are people who have doxed people and still have a platform, and people have given them a better platform than someone making a small mistake.
Yes.
Let's be real.
And
let's be real.
And that's the thing that really just gets to me. It's just like you make the smallest mistake, all of a sudden you're canceled, you're banned, you just can't be trusted anywhere in this community. And it's just ridiculous at this point. Again, it's a lot of it is just childish behaviors, and maybe it's just me just being old and just like cranky at a whole bunch of this BS. Like, I already told someone recently, through something I won't get into right now. If I get canceled tomorrow, today, yesterday, a week, or a month from now, I'll go back to my 9 to 5. You ain't stopping me, baby. Either way, I'm gonna live my best damn life. I had fun. I love my little community and folks who just still, rock with me like that. But at the end of the day, this is not the end all to be all, to where it's just like, oh, I lost my VTuber status and popularity. Oh my Lord, what can I do? Jesus, no, I don't care. I don't care. I'm living my fucking life.
Worse. There have been people who have done far, far worse and are still thriving and striving. So I just tell people to just like do better, become united, because if we're really gonna have the so-called the one that makes it through, the one that does it, we have to be supportive of one another no matter what their size is and not be envious. Like I don't care. I do not care anymore. Last year I cared because I was hurt. I was hurt by and I said the statement. I was like, it hurts worse when it's your own.
Yes.
It hurts worse when it's your own. It hurts worse. Racism, racists don't really harm me. I'm used to it. I lived in the project. I don't give a fuck. But it hurts worse when it's your own. And I was like, at first I just wanted to leave. I had trust me, fitness will be the one. I was like, I had some interesting conversations. The villain arc was coming. It really was. I could have gone a particular way and just said, you know what, fuck this community. But then I had to realize, I was like, that's not the way to bring people together.
Yeah.
That's even more separation. So I gotta do better and, show them and be like, just because I'm doing this, that, and the other, just because I may have big numbers here, that doesn't separate me from you.
Exactly.
We are in the same struggle together. We are in the same struggle together. Some people are just a little bit more ahead of the race. Some people are a little bit behind. It's those people that we need to grab their hand and help pull them forward instead of pushing the people that are ahead backwards. Because then no
Yes.
one wins the race.
That
No
part.
one wins the race. No one will get that hope that they can actually reach the top. Did I disappear?
No, yeah, I'm sorry. I've been trying to like refresh it because I'm like, why is Tiffany so blurry on my screen? So
It's
I
like,
was.
oh shit, Tiffany's speaking her mind. Get out of here.
No.
Get out of here.
Yeah, you're back now. Oh goodness. But yeah, no, a lot of what you touched on today, like, it has been nothing but home runs with how you speak, the things that
Mm-hmm.
you have been referencing. It's just I've seen it all. Like, I've been on
Mm-hmm.
this platform for since 2017. I've seen it in the IRL space. I've seen it a ton worse in the VTubing space, and that's
Mm-hmm.
very sad to say. And it's just like I'm just tired of seeing, like, and this month, for example, and I hate to
Yep.
say it, I really do. I have seen so many folks within the black community go head to head against one another versus
Mm-hmm.
coming together and trying to uplift one another, solve
Mm-hmm.
problems for one another. No, we're just having this
Mm-hmm.
attacking mindset of just like, well, they stepped on my shoes, or they did this to me, or they can't be trusted. And I'm just like, why are we fighting one another? Why? And it's over petty mess. Petty
Yep.
mess. Like, stuff
Yep.
that you just, if it's that serious to you, take it to like a legal situation. Like, take it up to that part. If it's just that damn serious. Like, anything where it's just like you just gonna hold a grudge and be mad and just angry all the time. It's just like, I can't stand this. Like, it's just, I grew
that's
up with
that's
with a household like that. I'm tired of
oh
hearing this
yes.
shit. I really am. Like, that's
Mm-hmm.
where I get most of my aggression and attitude from. I'm trying to stray away from that. That's why I introduced so much positivity in my life, because I grew up with a lot of negativity. And I ain't saying that my parents
Exactly.
were bad or my family were bad, but it's just like I've witnessed that so much to the point where I'm just like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
tired of it. I'm tired of
Yep.
seeing the aggression. I'm tired of having to deal with folks who just raise their voices just to be heard in a negative connotation. And I'm
Yep.
tired of people who just don't know how to fucking communicate, where it's just like, let's
Mm-hmm.
both have calm minds. Talk about
Mm-hmm.
this. Let's not take shit out of context and
Mm-hmm.
just read it for what it is. Like adults. Like, like what you said earlier. I'm damn near close to 40. I ain't gonna put myself in an early grave because someone wants to cancel me on Zitta, Twitter, Twitch, Beaskeety, wherever. I'm
Yep.
tired. I really don't give a fuck. I'm too old and cranky to give a damn. I really am.
It's true though. I mean, it's absolutely true. Like it's just a situation where it's a situation where I think people need to understand that not everything has to be their way.
Yeah.
And you know, instead like if we like did more to help each other, we probably have a better circle.
Yeah.
Probably more people doing more talks with black VTubers and stuff like that. And not just during Black History Month.
Yeah. It's just, I want to see us uplift each other. And
I do too. I didn't even see. And you know what? I take that back. I did see some conflict in the community. I was like, "What are y'all doing? It's Black History Month. Can we
yeah,
just be good for one month?"
exactly. Oh, just like,
I
come
joked with
on
my husband. My
now.
husband said the word segregation. I said, you can't say that this month. That's not your word.
Yeah, it's like, try March, then you can, but not this month. No, stay away from it. Oh, but man, this has been amazing. I don't want to keep you because I know it's like roughly?
I mean, I can talk for. I'm gonna keep it a buck. If you want to keep me for another hour, I'm down.
All right, bet. Oh goodness, because I've been enjoying this talk, and like I said, you have been revealing a lot of things in terms of like we are similar in very ways, and I'm just like,
I
well,
do.
dang, I didn't realize that.
You know what? I will agree with So Silly Me. The Guild has been one of the best representation of Black unity I've seen.
Yes.
It has been literally the best representation of Black unity I have seen on Twitch. That's why it's called the Unity Guild.
Yes.
Yes. I do love the Black Guild a lot. I don't talk in the guild's chats. I feel bad. And now I feel bad I don't talk. I just check things. But I watch. I see things. I observe. I'm like an owl. I'm like an old owl sitting on a perch watching down at the humans do their thing. So the Black Unity Guild has been one of the best. I mean, all the Unity Guilds I'm a part of, the women's, the Black, and the Pride one are amazing. They like if you need something, the mentorship and stuff like that. Actually was offered mentorship today. They were like, would you be down to be a mentor? I was like, let me think on that. But the mentorship in the guild is really good. The leaders are really good. And I am just very, very happy to see. I'm just very, very happy to see that kind of unity. We need that more in the VTubing space. That's why I think the Creators Club is for.
Yes.
So I'm very, very excited. I'm very, very excited to be a part of that. I will say that.
Do it. You better do it.
I need to
I will
think about
vouch for
that.
you like 10 toes down.
I will think about it because I have to do this procedure, and I don't want to accept something and then have to go through a procedure and then not be around for a while. I'd rather take it when I'm at my best. I want to be my best I want to be the best mentor I can be for the future of Black women. And no, it's for the Women's Guild I was offered. Yeah, I was offered in the Women's Guild to be a mentor. So it doesn't fucking matter. A mentor is mentor. I just want to help any way I can. So yes.
Yes.
Any way I can. I'm just gonna be brutally honest, and I have to be because that's just how I am. Because I can't. I'm a parent I'm in mother mode always, and I'm like always like I will tell my child like, listen, you're fucking up right now. Let's see if we can
Not
fix this. So, let's see if we can fix this.
It's like correct the behavior.
Yes. Leave your attitude at the door before you walk up to me.
So, I have a really good question for you, and I didn't realize I wrote this down. Since we're talking about uplifting other VTubers, and I know with Potion Fantasy and Uppies for Beauties and Baddies, and quite a few other platforms where it's just like no matter how big or small that you are, we want to raise your voices, we want to, support other people. Who are some other VTubers, large or small, that you would like to see receive more recognition, and why?
You are definitely one of my VTubers I said deserves more recognition.
I'm gonna throw up.
I've said it on stream before. I was like, I think Blazette will be a great partner. I've said this before.
I'm gonna throw up.
Don't throw up. Please don't throw up. That sounds nasty.
I'm sorry.
I honestly feel that you would be an amazing. I think you have the high capability to be a partner. If you ever need help with your problem application, I'm 5 out of 5 for helping people get partners. So, helping write their application. That's one person. If I can name like a VTuber that they're just getting their shine. They're finally getting their shine. They're called the Alpine Show. They have made they make really unique models. And they make really unique models. And the newest one they made was a claymation one, like in the sense of Gumby. And it's so it's so unique looking. I had them on my last Potion Fantasy for artists, and their model is just so unique. How they actually do different models. They had a model that they showed us that was a concert, It was a live 2D model as a concert.
Wow.
The crowd moved. The DJ was the talker and did like the scratching and stuff. It was a huge concert. It had like a giant Tron in the back, like you know how like EDM concerts have like giant like things in the back. It was fantastic. The Alpine show is very deserving of a lot of stuff. They do so many amazing like models and stuff. It mind boggles me. I want their brain. I just want to learn. I just want a piece. I just want 10% of what they can do.
Don't you just love that when you see like an artist or like a creative just do that, where it's just like, oh my god, let me just like poke around in your brain for a moment just so I can get like these same like little 10%. Concepts, like please.
I need 10% of what you can do.
Yes.
I think another one that I feel deserves a lot of credit that doesn't get a lot of credit on this platform. God, I'm trying to remember the name right off the top of my head. I can't remember their name. It's killing me. I feel so bad. I can't remember their name.
Oh.
They made like a full 3D ship where when they get raided,
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's like a star, he's like a Star Fox, like not.
Yes,
like, he doesn't look like
yes,
Star Fox.
yes. I know who you're talking about.
He's like a sky captain, a space captain.
Sesu when you raid put me onto them.
Yeah, when you raid him, you're an enemy ship and you're attacking the ship, and the chat has to defend the ship from the enemy raid. And like their setup is so amazing. Like it blows my mind. Their setup blows my mind. I was like, damn, that's so cool. Like, cause I raided them for the first time. Cause I was like, someone suggested to me to raid them. I was like, oh yeah, I'll raid them. And like, I raided them and I was just like, holy crap, this is mind blowing.
Right?
This is mind blowing. This is amazing. I think another one is Tria. I think Tria deserves a lot of credit. They're a really good talker. They talk. They have such a nice talking voice. I think they're pushing for partner right now.
Yes, she is.
I think they're pushing for partner right now. Tria has such a lovely speaking voice. I was saying like, do ASMR. I'm big sure there's some money in that for you. Like, hear me out. Like, I'm not trying to like. You don't have to do the not safe for work stuff, but as a voice actor, I hear it. I hear the vision. So I think Tria's another one. God, there's so many I can name off the. I'm trying to think. I am really trying to think. Despite them being a Nepo baby, and I know this is gonna like, you know what a Nepo baby is, correct? Yeah. Okay. There's a charity streamer named Charity Goblin who does a lot for all their streams are dedicated to charity.
I think you rated them a few times.
Yeah, they've been open to who their parent is, Jamie Lee Curtis. And
what?
Yeah, if you see their Twitter, they openly said that their parent was Jamie Lee Curtis.
Wow!
We have a lot of Nepo babies as VTubers. There was literally someone who's the daughter of Robert De Niro. So like,
yeah, I know who that is.
Yes. And I still check up on her because I know she's dealing with stuff. Okay,
I'm glad. Yeah.
She's thinking about moving up to Canada. I don't blame her.
No.
So like, no. Charity Goblin dedicates all their nothing goes to them. Absolutely nothing goes to them. All their subs, everything goes directly to charity to help the trans community and LGBT community, everything. So I'm just like, that's beautiful. That's such a beautiful thing to do. Hi Ty, how are you? So like, I am very thankful. There's just so many that I can name, but I go for the unique ones that I think are pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. And yeah, like you know, being a nipple, like I said, Charity could have gone to where it was like, yeah, my mother is Jamie Lee Curtis and blah blah blah, and people, she could have just racked up viewers
Yeah.
that way, but she didn't. She didn't even reveal in the beginning that Jamie Lee Curtis was her parent. Only way that I found out is when I retweeted my whole thing about my move. I was like, oh, can you retweet my thing? She was like, yeah, I'll get my mom to retweet it too. And Jamie Lee Curtis retweeted. I was like, wait, hold on.
It's like,
Wait
who's
a
your
minute.
mother?
Wait a minute. That 1 + 1 is 2.
Not this.
Something's going on here. So I asked. I was like, is that your mom? And she was like, yeah. I was like,
Aww.
thank you for you. And her mom actually helped with a lot of donations. I got a lot of donations towards that move thanks
That's
to her
beautiful.
mother. I was just suddenly getting like big donations. I was like, what the fuck? So I'm very thankful for that. I'm honestly very thankful for that. But no, there's some really amazing VTubers out there that deserve the spotlight. I honestly cannot wait. I just helped Midnight in Valhalla. I helped them with their partnership.
Yes, I remember that. I remember that.
We literally sat down because he was so stressed out. He was like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, Tiffany. I was like, it's your application. And he was like, really? I was like, I'm going to keep it a buck. The reason why a lot of people don't get partner is because they don't put the time and effort into their application. Twitch does read your application. They do. They have to read your application to see why they believe that you deserve to be a partner. And if you don't put good enough reason, like it was like, oh, why do you want to be a partner? Oh, because I want the pay raise. They're not going to partner you.
Yeah.
They're going to partner you when you say what you're passionate about. It's like a job application. You know, the question, and I tell each and every person that I've helped with this, it's the job application. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? And if you don't say, I don't see myself at this job, they're not going to hire you. How do I know? I used to hire people at my job. And I had to ask that question. And I'd be like, yeah, do you see yourself working here in 5 years? And they were like, don't hire them if they don't answer that question at that facility. And I was like, well, that sucks. That's a silly policy, but okay.
Yeah.
That's a silly, stupid ass policy. I'm so glad I don't work at GameStop anymore. But like, it's one of those things where a lot of people don't understand. Pirate, yes, that's them. Space Pirate Fenrir. That's the person.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Yes.
That's them. Yeah, Space Pirate Fenrir. Amazing freaking setup. Oh my god, blew my goddamn mind. Blew my mind when I saw that. I'm even on the best quality. Why am I being so silly? I got fiber internet. I don't know why you acting up, OBS.
OBS
I got
is
the best.
just a hater. They a
I got
hater.
the best internet in the damn country, and you want to act a fool right now? Anyway. But yeah, there's some great ones that deserve the spotlight. 100%. 100%. GameStop is a trip. Hey, GameStop is finally leaving Canada. I'm excited. They're selling all the Canadian and French stores. Let's go. No more GameStop. I hope whoever buys up the game stores will treat the employees better than the GameStop did. I don't care. I'm never getting sponsored by GameStop. I hated working there. You want to see misogyny? Be a woman and work at GameStop.
No, thank you. I already get that with my tech job. No, I love my current coworkers, but man, folks in the IT world, man, and being a black woman at that, child. I'm just saying. I love my career, but sometimes the people in it be musty.
They be very musty.
Oh, okay. I have another good content creation question for you.
Yeah, go for it.
When it comes to curating your content, do you value analytics, money, or community, or try to find a balance between all three? Which I already feel like I know what your answer is, but elaborate.
Community, because they hold the power of the other two.
Oh, that's powerful.
Community
is very
holds
powerful.
the power of your analytics and your money. That, let's be real. That's the answer I give.
Yep.
The community is the most powerful thing. They hold the power to you. If you don't build yourself a good community, you're not gonna have good outcome.
Yes.
If you don't build yourself a community that's dedicated, you're not going to have support that when you need it. And I'm not saying use your community, but there will be times where you will need help. And I had to learn that the hard way last year. I did not want to ask my community to help me move, but it was sprung upon me that I was dealing with some illegal actions, and I had to leave. I had to leave, you know? So I was like, okay, I had to ask. I was like, I need my help from my community. And if it wasn't for the fact that I have built such a caring and giving community, they was like, Tiffany, you've done so much for other people. Let us do something for you.
Right.
You are allowed to do these things. If you know, it's okay to ask for help. People have asked you for help and you never turned them away. It's time for your chance to get help. Community has the power to do so much. It really does. It really, really does. Community holds so much strength, so much power to help you.
Yes.
And you never know when you're going to need that help. You never know when you're going to need that help. And I'm so I tell my community, I am so thankful that I took the chance and said, hey, I'm getting evicted. I need help. And then they were like, okay, we got you.
That's
Because
so
I would have never
beautiful.
gotten out that house. I would have never got out that terrible living situation because we would never got the money for the lawyer.
Yeah.
And the lawyer tore them apart in court. So
Good.
she was a
Good.
shark. When she saw blood, she was a shark in the water, and she tore them the fuck up. They didn't hire a lawyer. They didn't have a lawyer to defend themselves, and it worked out totally best in our favor. So yes, I am so thankful. Community holds the power of both of those things.
Karma's a bitch. Karma is indeed a bitch, and I'm so happy to see that for you, Tiffany, because again, I watched that from obviously from lurking in your streams, but just from what I call the outside, because a lot of the times that I wanted to contribute towards that, I was out of a job, and
Yeah,
I
no,
was
it's
just
fine.
I was like, damn, I really want to help Tiffany with this. But seeing your community come together, and this isn't the first time that they've done this too, because I've watched from afar. Your community has come together multiple times to support you and your endeavors when it comes to situations like this, where it's just like, listen, this is your livelihood. This is the thing that's keeping Tiffany Witcher here on this platform, and
Yeah,
there to
no,
vibe with the
they've helped
community.
me so much. Was like when medication, because medication with the tariffs, like the 1 month we got the threat of the tariffs was the worst month for medication. Medication skyrocketed here in Canada because of that. And I was like, okay, well, I have a goal for medication if you guys want to help. And they were like, nah, we got this. I was like, okay. And like it's one of those things where like I'm so glad I have a community. I hate asking for help. Like I
Yeah.
know this surgery is one of the scariest surgeries in my life. Even though it's a small incision, it's just a laser that's just gonna zap away one spot in my brain. There is a chance for fatality. And
Yeah.
and I have to take a chance and like be out of work for 1 month. And 1 month can make a huge difference in your finances. 1 month can make a huge difference because I'm not just feeding myself, I'm feeding my son, I'm feeding my husband, I'm also, who's my caretaker, and I also have to worry about new medicines that I will be getting. I'm literally gonna not even, I'm like, it's an in and out surgery. It's an in and out surgery. The healing process is 2 weeks, but because I have lupus, it's gonna be a month. So I'm terrified. I'm terrified of what's gonna happen. And my
Yeah.
community has just been so kind. They were just like, "Oh, you're holding a subathon? That's cool. Here, like we know you're gonna be out." And they know I'm planning this big at these charities. Like the charity season is about to start for the witch.
Yeah.
It's like I'm ready. I'm really excited to start the charity season. What the fuck is playing on my random ass thing that popped up on my computer? Oh, there it is. Okay, Jesus. So I'm very thankful for my community. Always put the love into your community.
Yes.
Put love and sweat into your community, because your community will give it back. They really will.
Yeah.
They really will. They are amazing people. I love them. Are they my friends? No, they're my community. They're something better.
Exactly.
It's like a village. It's like having a village. It's like having a village
Yes.
of people. It really is. Someone could come, some will go, some will stay forever, some will you won't hear for a long time, but then you'll see them down the street, be like, "Hey, girl." That's just how it is.
Yes. All right. Another bit of an uncomfy question, and you're more than welcome to say pass.
Okay.
What's the worst criticism you've ever received?
Oh. You don't meet our standards.
What? Well, I'm guessing this is like for like a brand or partnership or something
This
like
was
that.
for a
I'm assuming.
management.
Oh God.
That is the worst criticism I've ever received. You don't meet our standards. Because you don't have the numbers.
Oh, I hate it. Nope, I hate it. I'm about to take off the boxing gloves myself.
That was the worst criticism I've ever received. Yep. It
That
stings.
part,
It
savvy.
stings.
That. Oh,
It stings.
child.
It stings. It stings.
Oh.
No. I could be like doing the most biggest things of my life, but because I don't meet a standard in numbers or something like that, I got denied. You know? And it's one of those things where it's not just I know I'm not the only person who dealt with this.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm not the only person who dealt with this. So I know how it feels to like deal with being told because you don't reach a number status, even though you can basically like work with some of the biggest content creators on the platform. Been recognized for your achievements, no matter how big, like no matter what you've done. If you don't meet a number standard, you're just a number. That is the worst thing. It's being called just a number because you don't meet certain standards. And it's rough. It's a rough feeling. You're just like, okay. That actually made me want to prove people wrong.
Good.
It literally I guess it motivated me to prove people wrong. It motivated me because last year I was dropped from a management who went under, karma, literally months later, and got called out, karma, for their shitty stuff. I told my ex-manager she can go fuck herself.
Ooh.
I was doing it behind her back, and I was accidentally sending her the messages. She goes, "You do know I can see that." I was like, "You know what? Since you can see this, see this."
I fucking love that.
So it's one of those things where yeah. Yes.
Oh.
I've had the honor. I've dealt with it. I took that so-called criticism, and I've turned it into positivity and still kept going. Yeah. People usually would quit after that. Be like, "Oh, you're not good enough." And I was like, "Oh, not me. I'm too stubborn."
That part.
I'm too petty and too old and too stubborn to be like, you're not right about that, you know? Yeah. I'm way too like, no, absolutely not.
So you're an Aries by virtue right there.
I'm a Pisces.
I know.
I'm a nice person. Until I got older.
I heard the Aries come out. It's okay. It's fine. I'm claiming you as an honorary Aries. It's fine.
Oh. I get it a lot from my father. My father has told me don't let a bitch bring you down. Don't ever do that. And he goes, the greatest pride of being my child is never quitting. And I go, you're right.
I love that.
My dad was literally the personification of Vegeta at times. He had pride that you have never seen. It was like if you wanted to see the Prince of Saiyans in like true form but black and very southern, that was my dad.
I love
My dad
that.
was literally Vegeta. He was short too. So he was shorter than my mom.
That's precious.
So it worked out. It worked out. But yeah, no, I think it was like one of those things that actually motivated me for this year. Because when I got that message from Twitch for Black Brilliance, I got it in December. Because at the time I was kind of like on and off streaming because I was transitioning into our new place and stuff like that. And I was like, it was like, you know what? In December, I was like writing down ideas, what I want to do, the talk show, all these things. And Twitch contacted me. And they were like, Lily, in the wildest thing, I got a tarot card reading from somebody. And I usually don't believe in tarot cards. I don't. I'm very skeptical. I'm very skeptical. But this tarot card reading hit way too many heads. Because there was way too many events I was like, tell me what's going to happen to me for next year. And she was like, okay. So she goes, something big is going to hit you before the year is over. And it's going to transition into next year. There's going to be some drama that you don't want to be involved in. That you're going to step away from. And she said all these things. Literally 3 days later, that's when Twitch contacted me about the Black Brilliance thing. And I was like,
oh, wow.
And they were like, yeah, it's going to be for next year. And I was like, excuse the fuck out of me. Because I read the message. I read the message and I signed up for the thing from the guild. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'll sign up to be on the front page and stuff like that. That'll be fun. And then they were like, nah, we want you to be one of the 3 people. And I was like, excuse me, what? Excuse me, what?
It's like, pardon moi?
Then we had to record the video. We had to do all these things. We had to submit all these things. We had a meeting with Twitch, like Lily on the 13th and stuff about, you know, what it's like to be Black Brilliance. We have to represent Twitch. It's more work in this, you know, guys. It's so much work. It's so much work to represent a big company, but like it felt good to like be like, okay, so I'm starting, and then there is some drama that I'm not going to say on the stream at all.
Yeah.
But I don't know what's going to happen with it. I was like, I'm not in this. Goodbye. I'm not in this whatsoever. Whatever happens, okay, cool. I'm not in this. Goodbye. I'm too old. Bye.
Yep.
I'm too old. But yeah, no, it's those things where like, it's those little things like that. Don't let a bitch bring you down. I'm going to tell you to like.
Yes. I love that.
Don't let a. Oh no. Sorry, he didn't say don't let a bitch bring you down. Don't let a weak bitch bring you down.
Oh.
And that was his words. He goes, don't ever let a weak bitch bring you down, because that means that they hold some power over you, and you never want someone to hold some power over you. Yes. That is the worst thing you can have, is someone holding some power over you. My dad did not care. He was, I think that's where I get it from, my I don't care attitude. What is this from? Honey, did you do this? What? Did you roll this? I don't know what this is either. Okay, anyway, maybe it's the ghost.
Not the ghost.
But yeah, just don't do that. It's okay. You'll be fine. I believe in you.
So, last question, because I'm gonna let you go after this. Well, we'll do our sign off and then part ways. But question for you is, what are some goals and milestones, and do you have any exciting projects, debuts, song covers, etc. that you are actively working on or wanting to hit this year?
I want Twitch ambassador.
Yes! Tiffany Witcher for Twitch Ambassador 2025. This the year.
I want Twitch Ambassador.
This the year.
I pray for Twitch Ambassador every day. I want Twitch Ambassador more than any. I was like, partner's great. I want ambassadorship.
Yes.
I want to actually actively do stuff in Twitch spaces to help people. I want to actually be on the inside. I want Twitch Ambassador. That's what I want. That is the ultimate goal. People did that for Tiffany for partner. Remember #Tiffany for partner?
Yep.
And then I got partner a couple months later. Just saying, if y'all want to start that movement, go for it.
Yes.
I really want Twitch ambassador. I really do want Twitch ambassador. I think when it comes down to like, I want to do some stuff, especially in the disabled community. I want to make Twitch more accessibility friendly, and I
Oh,
can't
yes.
do that by just telling them. I have to have some form of leverage that I would like to have, and with Twitch ambassadorship, I can help people. I can help people more than people know. People are like, "Oh, you just want it for the clout." No, I want it to. I
Who said
legitimately
that?
want it.
Let me backhand them. Let me backhand them. I'll backhand them right now.
My dad also told me this thing. If someone insults you and you can't remember their name, they weren't important.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Continue. I'm sorry. They don't matter.
If someone insults you and you can't remember, because I can't remember their name at all, that means they weren't important. So like, yeah, I want to just be on the inside and help people. That's what I want to do. I want Twitch ambassadorship. As for what's coming up, lots of charity. We got Make-A-Wish. We have we're going to do something for trans rights in June. We have Game On to End Lupus. We have, I'm going to be working with another one of my dream charities this year. Not one, but two, Make-A-Wish and Fuck Cancer.
Yes.
They reached out to me recently. We're going to be doing something in September with them. October, I forgot what I'm doing in October. October is Extra Life for the kids. November is going to be epilepsy, and finally in December we're going to help families get some Christmas gifts and some food for money that can't afford it, because I know what it's like to not get food and gifts for Christmas. So we're going to help some kids get some food and gifts for Christmas. That's what the plan is. Now, as for other things, I am currently doing a subathon. I'm raising money because I have to get a major brain surgery, and I'm going to be out for a month, and anything that I raise will help my family, and help, me get what I need, and, stay sleeping on the couch and watching anime all day, because that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. And I'll be having a updated 3D model of my potion outfit soon, dropping a lore video along with that, and a world to go with it. So we'll be doing all of that sometime possibly in May, maybe June. But like, if you want to support me, support the subathon. We're taking tips, we're taking bits, we're taking subs. Toss a sub to your Witcher, I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, that's basically all I have planned. And then Malice is going to be streaming while I'm away. So if you see him on, still support him while he streams, because it support us. So I am very, very busy. Got a game that's going to be debuting soon that's coming out. I'm waiting for the trailer to let y'all know. It is a game I've put a lot of work into. Oh my God. And I'm just very, very happy. Potion Fantasy will be coming back in April. I have to take a break because of this procedure. Oh, my birthday! Right, shit.
Yes, celebrate your birthday.
My birthday's on March 14th. My birthday's on March 14th, and I will be doing a special Goodbye for Now stream. I'm calling it the Goodbye for Now stream, where I'm going to be streaming for about I think 8 hours, and just having different VTubers on as guests. And I have a throne set up if you want to buy stuff on my throne. If you can, the treadmill. I need a treadmill for walking again. I'm going to have trouble walking, and going outside for me is a bad idea with the cold and winter currently. So a treadmill for our home. Well, my husband can watch me, help me walk on the treadmill, and on my road to recovery. So yes, I think that's it.
Yeah,
I think that's everything.
All that is beautiful.
I think we're good. I think we're great. I think we're good. Jesus. Oh my God.
My goodness. But thank you so much, Tiffany.
Thank you for having me.
Listen, thank you for coming on to this, because I've been wanting to get you on to Uppies for Beauties and Baddies for the longest time, because when I say you were an inspiration to the show, you literally are an inspiration to why Uppies for Beauties and Baddies exists. Just because of how much you do, just because you help raise and lift others' voices, and just everything that you embody as a VTuber, as a content creator, as a streamer, as a person, just a very caring person. Like,
I do my
I
best.
really do appreciate you coming out to do this. And this was good vibes, so yay.
I mean, I'm just a brutally honest person. I hate being honest, but it's just how I was raised. I'm sorry. I'm just blunt.
No, it's totally fair, because a lot of things that, again, people aren't willing to say needs to be said a lot of the times. They really do. And it's the hard truth, but it's truth that, you know, we grown. We should be able to tolerate it, even if we don't like it. It's uncomfy. It's, you know, it is what it is. But hopefully everybody here got enjoyed themselves, was entertained. Definitely check out Tiffany Witcher. Follow Tiffany everywhere. On Zitter, on Blue Sky, on Twitch.
You call it Zitter.
Listen, I refuse to call it its appropriate name until the right hands has it again. But
not you dead naming it.
I'm so tired of it. But
I'm sorry. It's funny. That wasn't. Don't cancel me. It was a joke. Calm down.
No, yeah, exactly. I knew it was a joke, but you know, some folks, any case. But yeah, we are gonna wrap up things for here today. Tomorrow I will also be doing another Uppies for Beauties and Baddies episode.
Hell yeah.
And we're gonna be having another wonderful guest in the music field to come onto the show, which I'm very excited to talk to them and also poke their brain about the stuff, because I don't know how to make music. I'm sorry. It's something that I'm very envious of whenever I see music creators just putting things together. I'm just like, how do you do this? How do you just know what noises, you know, make a cacophony of like sounds that just mesh together? Like, help me understand. So
yes,
I'm excited for that. Let me see if we can find someone to raid.
Let's go.
Quick. Because I'm gonna go grab some nums and dip.
I don't blame you.
Because I'm starving. Oh, is this Keishan?
Oh, is Keishan streaming?
Yes.
I had him on for the Valentine's Day episode with Di. They are so cute.
We can go Ray Keishan. Say hi to him.
Keishan's great.
This my Vtuber brother. Yeah, I need to go watch the VOD because I saw that you had Keishan and Di on there, so I'm like, I want to see the things. So.
Oh my god, they were so cute. Di getting all flustered. It was so cute. I was like, oh, young love.
I know. So cute.
It's adorable.
But thank you guys once again. Tiffany, do you have any closing statements, closing remarks before we
Stay
raid
in
out?
your damn lane.
I love that's gonna be the takeaway for tonight, is just stay in your damn lane.
Stay in your damn lane. It's good for your health. It's good for your health. Trust me.
It really is.
Trust me. I am a wise witch beyond my years, and staying in my lane has helped me so much. Stay in your lane.
Same. But you guys have a wonderful weekend if I don't see you next time. Again, this is Tiffany Witcher. This is Uppies for Beauties and Baddies by me. But still, support our guests. Support the folks that I bring onto the show, because they matter. They are talented individuals. Support black people.
POCs.
Yes, and not for just this month. 365, 24/7. Everybody, you better support the folks of color. You better.
Open your wallet.
Yep, that's right. Go ahead, throw some coins at them. Do it now.
Don't do that. Only if you're financially stable. Please don't put yourself in debt for VTubers.
Yes, that too. But in any case, bye y'all.
Bye.